Come on. Ice is ready. And we're back with another episode of the Empty Nerdist Podcast live edition. It's a free-for-all Friday, folks. We are fucking around today, talking a bunch of shop about a bunch of nothing. This is the Seinfeld episode of the Empty Nerdist Podcast because, folks, we didn't have a game last night, and we already previewed the game today on Wednesday's episode with Alec Martinez. So today, we are just kicking it, and CP might be dead. Oh.
In the arms of an angel.
A wounded puppy.
I shouldn't be here. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't believe that I should be here right now. You don't think so? No. No one deserves this. I don't deserve this. You certainly don't. You are too good of a guy for this. You are too good of a guy. Oh, no. Do you think that hangovers are all mental?
No.
What if they are? How about that? Do you ever think about it that way?
Ask my toilet.
Well,
That mental?
I think when you are having an expulsion from both ends, it's because mentally you gave up. Mm. You could have woken up that day and gone like this, I am not hungover.
Do you? Well, when you're younger, that worked. Have you heard that myth, liquor before beer, you're in the clear?
Yeah, I don't think it's a myth.
It's
but
not true.
Very real. That's 100% real.
It's 100%. I think it's real. But you know why? Everyone thinks it's like this chemical combination. The reality is they're just going, liquor hits you mysteriously. Beer, you're drinking beer, you slowly get drunker. Right. If you're fucking smoking cocktails, all of a sudden you blink and you're like, wait, am I blackout? Yeah. And if you do that in the reverse, because if you're drinking beer and you're slowly getting drunker and drunker and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm pretty tipsy. And then you're already tipsy and then you switch to cocktails, that's how you get blacked.
That's true. But I'm saying as far as sickness goes, like I will say I think it's variety that does it. I don't know that the order is really what makes you feel hungover, at least. Like if I have wine, liquor, and beer in one night, I'm like Chris.
You're dead.
Yeah.
Mixing is definitely an issue. I think it is chemical. I think if you have... Just stop. I think if you have... Hey.
Take a nap.
Dude, just take a nap. Set this one out.
If you have beer...
Set this one out. Liquor, it's fine.
You get sicker.
You have full permission to just not do anything today. Just sleep. Go to sleep. We'll take care of it.
He'll be like Stephen Wright on the couch and Half-Baked. You know?
Yeah. Oh, my God. What a fucking character. Guy on the couch, dude.
What a great movie.
What a great movie. I'm surprised you've seen that, Zach.
The Half-Baked?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm everything Chappelle I'm in on.
Zach hasn't seen Half-Baked?
No, I have seen Half-Baked. I've been there. I've seen it.
Zach's 15 years old.
Yeah.
Of course he's seen it.
I was dropped off here today.
Yeah. He's got a PB&J in his lunch, too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? We were talking about this right before we started recording. Zach, you would be an interesting person to test subject this with because I don't even know if your generation watches movies other than you. You are pretty good about it.
I do watch movies, yeah.
Do you ever get caught in the streaming doom scroll of like, all right, time to figure out what we're watching, and then you just spend hours scrolling?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sit there. I mean, I feel like I've been doing that. My generation has definitely been doing that their whole life with their parents too. Where they're watching their parents go through that experience, and then you're also like chiming in, hey, we should watch this, we should watch that.
Yeah.
Drags it out. And then the sex scene comes on, your parents see it.
You know what we need? You know what we need? When I was a kid, you had to choose your movie at a video store.
Oh my God,
dude! Dude, like waiting for you to get out of the fucking store. Netflix needs to like pop up like a little like video store guy, and he's like, "All right, you got 5 minutes to like close the shop. Pick your movie."
A tremendous idea. That is a tremendous idea. And
yeah.
You know what? I'm a huge IMDb guy.
Oh yeah.
Love IMDb.
Do you have IMDb Pro?
No.
Get on it.
So you're not that big of an IMDb guy. Go back to sleep, dude. You bet your ass I have IMDb Pro.
Yes.
IMDb Pro. I have two things to say about IMDb. Number one, do not trust any review sites that exist other than IMDb. IMDb is not even a review site, but they have a ranking, and it is the most accurate ranking in the world. Mm-hmm. So many of these shows and movies come out, and they're like these new shows come out and they're ranked 99 on Rotten Tomatoes, and the reality is they fucking suck. They just have a rabid fan base that goes on and jerks off to it, and they give it a 100%. And because that's the only thing you can do. It's either fresh or rotten. And it's like, this is the dumbest.
So binary.
It's so binary. It's so stupid. We need a 1 to 10 with decimals or 1 to 100, and that's how it works.
Is that not what Letterboxd is, though?
Letterboxd is really good, actually, too. Yeah. Absolutely. Good point.
And that's for cinephiles too. More.
Yeah. The one thing I take umbrage with Letterboxd is whenever you see those red carpets, and have we talked about this on the show? Maybe not. I don't think we've talked about this on the show, but stop it. Not yet. Whenever we see like a red carpet and it cuts to a celebrity. Yeah. And it's like, hey, Letterboxd top 4. And they're like, oh my God, Letterboxd top 4. I knew this was going to happen. I'm not prepared at all. Okay, my top 4. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. And they just start saying these fucking ridiculous and I'm like, shut up, dude. Those are not your 4 favorite movies. Just be honest. Be authentic and real. Tell the fucking truth. Yeah. Say your favorite movies are fucking Caddyshack, Happy and I'll be like, that is a real human being. And when the odd moment when an actor really does that and gives their actual top 4, I'm like, I fucking love this person. Yeah, I love this person because they're being legit. Like Emma Stone is like, I'm pretty sure hers is perfect. It's like, she was like, I fucking love Wall-E and and I was like, yes.
I'm all in on Wall-E.
Wall-E's the best Pixar movie.
I think we are living Wall-E.
Dude,
we're getting there.
we're headed
getting
towards
there,
Wall-E.
baby.
Hey, dude, chill out. It's Friday.
Yeah, we're supposed to have fun, not depressing.
But anyway, IMDb ranking system.
Well, like sometimes like a 6.5 on IMDb is actually a good movie.
Okay, Evan.
But it's like it feels like
I can't believe you just said that number.
Mid-movie.
I believe firmly with movies 6.5 and higher, obviously, good to go. Like if I look something up and I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch this movie. If it's a 6.5, I will enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Below that, we start getting in a gray area. Unless it's comedy, because sometimes comedy just does not get the respect it deserves.
Yeah. Like Celtic Pride. You ever see Celtic Pride?
Absolute blast.
Great comedy. Great that movie. Like everybody shits on, and every time I watch that movie, I'm like, what's
Celtic Pride is great.
Dan Aykroyd, Damon Wayans,
incredible.
Nice
my number one reference I always make is MacGruber. I believe MacGruber's like a 5.7. MacGruber should be a 9.
What a fucking great.
MacGruber is the most chaotically fun comedy of all time. I bet Hot Rod is below a 6.5 too, and I'm like, those movies are great. TV is 7.5 and higher, and it's good. It's great, but I bring up IMDb to say what they do now that is very special is if you look up a movie on IMDb, it will tell you where it is streaming.
Yeah.
So instead of falling into the streaming spin zone where you're like, I'm just scrolling and that next thing you know, an hour goes by, I feel like you got to have the conversation of like, what are we in the mood for? What do we want to watch? You figure out the movie, then you look it up, find out where it's streaming, and then you open the app.
Yeah.
Because then you don't get in the...
You don't get stuck.
Yeah.
I think that they should also like release good stuff on Blu-ray. Like I would love for like if something's only available on Netflix or like Apple TV, and I'm like I only want to watch that one fucking movie. I'm not going to sign up for a month of Apple TV.
Yeah,
fucking release it on Blu-ray. Take my $20.
Well, it's like
there you go.
Do you mean
vinyls
DVD?
back in music? Exactly. Like
he means DVDs, dude. Do you mean a physical DVD?
Yeah, I mean a physical a disc.
Do you
can watch
do you
again.
have the means to play a DVD?
I do. I have a Blu-ray player.
Oh my Are you surprised by that at all? Evan probably let me guess, you have a record player at home too.
I have a record player. I have a VHS
and a
player.
And a VCR.
I have a 1985 TV.
You have a VCR?
I have a VCR.
Come on.
I have a bunch. Yeah, because at Christmas, this is what I do for Christmas.
Hold on. Here? In LA?
Yes, let me explain it. At Christmas, I have a Christmas party called Old Timey Christmas, and there's only VHS old classic Christmas movies playing because I wanted to feel like Christmas when you're a kid. So we have like all the old like Rankin and Bass claymations playing, Home Alone on VHS, the Santa Claus on VHS, like records going. Because like flat screens in a living room kind of like ruin it for me. I'm like, you're ruining the illusion of my old timey fun Christmas.
Now hold on. Are those VHSs playing just during the party, or like do you wake up and be like this? Like a video store, and you like put in.
No, I do not watch VHS on the reg.
Do you think that there is a notable difference between popping on Home Alone on Disney Plus versus putting the VHS in?
Yes. If you grew up,
one works and the other one jumps in and out. You don't get to watch it.
No, I'll tell you, it's like the nostalgic, warm feeling of CRT TV that puts you in that mode. Like sometimes a really high res movie is not the first way I watched it.
Yeah,
so
I mean that's
watching
true.
it again the way I watched it when I was 10.
Yeah,
has that, and that's really specifically for Christmas. I do it. But
sure.
Like there are some movies you can only find on VHS.
I gotta say, when we were in Milan for the Olympics, that we fell in love with this pizza shop around the corner.
Yeah,
and they had one of those teeny little TVs that had the VCR in the TV.
Yeah,
and they had a collection of like old school classic 90s action movies like Air Force One, Heat, Casino,
Under Siege.
It was awesome. Yeah. And it was cool. Like you'd put it in, there was like kind of like the grainy shit would go on. I was like, it's like, this is cool. This is cool.
Well, that's becoming a thing with my generation. They have these like bars, like the hi-fi bars, obviously musically, but there's all these like the video stores are coming back. I know there's a bunch in LA. There was some in Atlanta.
And there's a ton of bars too. There's a ton of bars that have VHS players and like they're like dive bars, but it's like fun.
Yeah, it's a thing now. And then the other thing too is that it's a thing to have, like, it's a big thing on TikTok to get one of these old TVs and have like a kitchen TV and have it playing shit like that all the time. But this is fully back.
It's okay. If we're talking VHS.
Yeah.
First movie that comes to mind when you think VHS. Evan.
Dumb and Dumber.
Zach.
VHS first movie that comes to mind. I'm trying to remember the first movie I watched on VHS. I think it was Casino. And then Casino Royale.
Great. Whoa.
Wow.
Crazy combination.
He got stuck on the C section.
He was in the C section.
Yeah, both those.
Chris.
Teenage Mutant.
Fuck you, dude. That's mine. You're such a fucking loser.
2 or 1? 2, yeah.
Mine's 1. Okay, mine's 1.
And you know what's my second? The thing that comes to mind second?
Titanic, the 2-part.
Oh, that's a good answer. My second is Cool Runnings.
Whoa.
Here's the thing. Like, okay, for example, I'm on this Jim Carrey thing, but like Ace Ventura, the VHS came with a fucking Pet Detective card in it. And I wanted that fucking card so bad.
It did?
Dude, yes. It came with like, the card he has on the front? Like, that came with it.
That is fucking
That's the kind of
awesome.
shit you don't get anymore.
Yeah, correct, dude. When I'm fucking streaming.
Yeah.
Why aren't they mailing me Pet Detective cards every
Zach,
time I stream that
Do we
shit?
want to take this one step deeper?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Will you send me the Zoom link?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to send it to Tim. Because I can already tell you, we will talk about this forever. And I want to talk about this forever. But we got to bring our friend Tim on.
We do. Tim's ready.
And we've got to talk some hockey before we get out of control.
Yeah. Let me, I'll send it to you again. Real quick. I was going to say, real quick while I'm sending you this link, though. I think if we want to go deeper on this, you know how, like, obviously vintage stuff is back, vintage movie apparel's back, all that stuff. Are the people just yearning for physical media, like memorabilia attached to the things that they watch?
Dude, yes, absolutely. And Evan, you're so right. Like, all that shit used to be so awesome. Remember when you'd go to a movie and there was like a little knickknack they'd give out, or like you'd go to fucking McDonald's and there was like the fucking toys from.
We need to be getting Happy Meals.
Dude, Evan, I remember so distinctly. I went to see Wild Wild West, starring Will Smith, Kevin Kline, and Kenneth Branagh.
Are you talking about the sunglasses from Burger King?
Sunglasses from Burger King. I was like so desperate for those when those came out. And then also, that movie is not inappropriate at all. None of that ages poorly. It's a perfect film. It's really
Salma
fine.
Hayek was pretty good in that.
Salma Hayek is absolutely drop dead gorgeous in that movie. It's unbelievable.
Dude, I rocked those sunglasses as a kid, and I was an overweight, like chubby middle schooler with those sunglasses on.
But let me guess.
Perfect.
Let me guess. Though those sunglasses made you feel unbelievable. Did you find your AirPod?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
All right, are we ready to bring Tim on?
Is Tim in?
Tim is in.
Let's get Timmy on.
All right, I'm gonna throw him on. Give me uno momento. Oh wait, actually, give me 2 seconds here.
Take as much time as you need.
Take
It's so
as much-
bright in here. Can we turn the lights down?
Folks, we're gonna bring in our pal Tim Kalinowski. Timmy takes Snapback Sports. I think I can hear him. Tim, can you hear me?
Oh, you can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear me.
Yeah, not yet. Give me like 2 seconds.
Sorry, I gave you a new thing so we get.
Man, this is I don't think I've ever been more excited for an episode in my life based on where that conversation was going, guys. We're gonna get Tim in here for a little hockey talk, and then we're gonna get right back to it, and we're gonna just keep chopping it up. We're gonna bring Oshie here. Erin, there's Tim. Tim, can you hear me?
Fellas, I can't hear you guys yet.
Oh wait, I can hear you. He can't hear us yet.
I
Zach.
can't hear you
hear
guys yet.
Hold on 1 second.
I don't know what I did. I don't know what you did.
They should be able to hear us now.
Tim, can you hear us now?
Still can't hear you guys. Really good start.
Still can't
Really
hear
good
us.
start.
Still can't hear us.
Yeah.
I can
Oh, now
hear.
I got you.
There he is. All right, we can hear you perfectly. Dude, what's going on, brother?
I can hear
Nothing much. It's free fall Friday, off the rails Friday, whatever you want to call it. I got a good vibe, man. I got a good vibe.
Wow, that is so special. We were just talking about VHSs and the old days, and I got the question for you. When you think about VHS, what is the first movie that comes to mind?
Yeah, so I was cheating because I got to watch you guys.
That's okay.
I was thinking. But my dad had the Alien trilogy on VHS, and I remember
Really
being
good
so
answer.
young, and they were like, he had them in the trilogy little box in of itself, and I remember thinking the covers were so scary.
Dude,
Like I don't even go near it. Terrifying.
Yeah. Don't open it.
Dude,
Don't open it.
What's crazy, Tim? First of all, fantastic answer. Our dad had like a little cupboard in our living room that all the VHSs were in, and you bet your ass Alien was in there. And you are right, sir. The cover of Alien was fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will never watch that movie. And then when I was 8, he was like, you bet your ass you will, and it scarred me for life,
Dude,
in a good way.
however, I'm actually, this is about to incriminate my dad. I don't want my dad to go to jail.
Send him to jail.
Should I not say that?
Send him to jail, dude.
When we were little, dude, my dad would go to the video store, which was like People's Video.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a Blockbuster near us. We'd go to the video store, and then my dad would put in the VHS that we rented. We'd watch it, but then he would also put a blank VHS in the VCR next to it and record it.
Yeah, he would pirate movies.
So then we had a whole drawer, Tim, of pirated.
I was like, what are you getting at?
VHS.
And now I'm remembering.
And he would put a little like piece of white, tape on it and just write like Alien.
Yeah.
We had every movie ever.
He did pirate movies.
But I didn't even see the covers because I just saw the white tape. That's
Yeah.
all we ever had.
And now our dad's in jail.
Now the FBI is going arrested.
Tim, are you in Boston right now?
Yeah, right outside Boston. I do the thing from Boston, not north of Boston.
Yeah. Dude, I trust me. I get
Where
it.
exactly, Tim?
Marblehead, little coastal town.
Fuck yes,
Fucking
dude. That's
right,
incredible.
dude. Well, we're from York Beach, dude. So we're kind of like a suburb of Boston as well. So it's a similar vibe.
And Dan, did you go to Andover?
Yeah, buddy. And he went to Exeter. So
Let's
you're in
go.
good company.
Yeah, I got my little Exeter mug right here.
I have that mug too, dude. That's
all right.
so funny.
We're gonna get all into snapback sports and the takes and all that, but give us like a quick rundown of what you're up to, what like all your sports takes, all your hockey knowledge, and are you pulling for anyone in these playoffs, or are you just enjoying the ride?
I guess I'm just enjoying the ride. I just want more games. I just want I want everything to go the distance. For us, it's funny. Like at Snapback, the thesis is to find the best experience in sports. So college football is our main thing during the fall, because you can keep exploring that forever and never, like you can go Division III, you can go FCS, like, so that's like super fun. You can never really run out. But the hockey stuff, like I'm a hockey guy, and when I first joined Snapback, I thought I was gonna have to drop my hockey. Like I just assumed, football is king, whatever. And so I grew up a huge hockey fan, played hockey, and the first thing I pitched last year was Four Nations. And so the bosses were like, oh, and I was like, I think this is going to be a big deal. Cause remember, we all were kind of like, what's the vibe going to be? Are they going to go balls to the wall?
Dude.
And so I wanted to go to that game in Montreal, but it was like kind of too late. We couldn't make it happen. But then, the second they dropped the mitts in that first 10 seconds, the bosses were like, you're going to the fucking final. Yeah. So why weren't we there? I'm like, yeah, no shit, guys. Welcome.
Dude, that is so you're absolutely right. We had the same, I mean, like we kind of blew the whole thing out, but we had the same conversations with our bosses where they were like, what is this? Is this going to be cool? And we were like, this is going to be so huge for the sport. You guys don't, and like everyone was kind of like, yeah, whatever. Same exact reaction. It was like we were getting blown up with texts from our friends being like, is anyone watching Four Nations? And we were in Bell Center, and I was like, I'm here, pal. Like I'm in the 12th row. This is the most insane thing of all time. It was unbelievable.
It was awesome. And then like from there, they were like, not that they weren't hockey fans, but maybe they had gone away or but they were like all in. And then there was something about. Then we did like a mini little playoff tour after that. And I actually saw you guys in Edmonton. Remember that?
Yes, sir.
Ran into you guys there at the mall. So then we just kind of like, it's so weird that the hockey market for content seems to be like so underserved. In many ways. Like we go to a college football weekend and, we go to Nebraska and we get a facility tour. We talk to the quarterback, whatever. And then like, they're like, okay, yeah, well at 1:30, the next group of YouTubers are coming in. And then at 12:30, ESPN's coming in. So see you later. And then the hockey stuff, it's like, you seem like you're the only show there at times. And so I love it.
It's so true, man. What is the coolest thing you've been to? It doesn't need to be hockey, like because I love how Snapback's like looking for the coolest experience.
Yes.
What is actually give me all-time coolest and then most surprising coolest, because like I love that you're doing like D3 football and shit like that too.
So this year, the national championship for football, seeing Indiana win was super cool, and we were on the sidelines. Nice,
not a big deal.
And Mendoza made that run like 20 yards. Like I was on the goal line pretty much when he made that run.
Yeah.
And I was standing next to Ray Lewis and Michael Phelps, which like, the three of us, the greatest group of athletes of all time.
The three best friends that anyone's ever had. Yeah.
What a combo.
Yeah. So that was crazy just to be like, and too, I'd been to national championships and stuff. And like to see Ohio State win again or Alabama, it's like, okay, yeah. But like to be there going, I will forever say that I watched freaking Indiana win a national championship 2 feet in front of me. That was super special. And then
so cool.
Yeah. It's surprising. I don't know if there's too many surprises. I'm kind of like desensitized to it all, but we went to Brookings, South Dakota for South Dakota State. And that was like one of the best trips we've ever had. It was exactly like out of a postcard. Like there's one street of like the mom and pop diner. Like you could go breakfast, lunch, dinner, same place, and then 3 bars. Like, and that's all I need.
Yep. And like the diners say like they have signs up in the window that's like closed at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good surprising answer. Like I would have not expected South Dakota would have such a sick vibe, but that's a blast. I love that.
So sick.
And it's funny too, because like we've figured it out. Like the big thing, like the algorithms take care of so much of the legwork like these days. Like you're going to go to South Dakota. So you start talking about it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you show up Thursday. And the people there, I mean, the population's like, 2,000 or whatever. And then by the time you're there, people think you're freaking Pat McAfee. They're like, I've been seeing you on my feed, on my thing. They're like, how'd you get there? Like, how are you on my feed? I'm like, well, are you interested in South Dakota State football? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, that I was talking about South Dakota State football. So that
It's just,
You're like, do you know
a competition?
do you know how an algorithm works? Because I promise you, I'm at the tip top of it right now. That's unbelievable. So what have you been doing during the Stanley Cup playoffs here, other than just watching and enjoying?
Yeah, I did. So I've been I don't know, maybe 10 games so far in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So we just keep kind of like build it. We did like a mini tour. I went to 5 games in 8 days. We did so I've just been traveling like crazy. And again, it's working. Like the numbers are doing well. The YouTube is doing well. So then I come we get off of a trip and the boss is like, you know what? People are talking about Anaheim. Should we go to Anaheim? I'm like, dude, I have nothing going on. Yeah, let's go to Anaheim. Fuck it. So that's been the deal.
Dude, Honda, pretty sick vibe, right?
I was gonna say,
we like being here on the West Coast. Like we always love boosting up some of the West and Southern teams and their arenas, and like Honda is a vibe.
I feel so conflicted at times because like I want to give them love, but I also don't want it to be like the performative, like hockey can exist here. Like, of course it can exist there. Like, if you like, what player wouldn't want to live in Southern Cal? I guess Trevor Zegras didn't enjoy it, but
seasonal depression, dude.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? Like, who wouldn't want that to be their lifestyle? So I feel like, we're kind of over that in a sense. Like I hate having to do this, like, this hockey, like land recognition. That's like, it can exist in different climates. Like, well, look at every Stanley Cup winner the last whatever amount of years. And it seems like it will continue with Carolina or Vegas, right? Like that's for guys who want to play.
Yeah, exactly. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, it is that's spot on.
Tim, I saw we feel this too in a big way, where you're like, it's hard to be a fan of the team you grew up rooting for just because you do this job and you love the game, right? But I saw that you said your first words were Joe Sakic, which is incredible. And I wanted to know about your Avs origin, and if deep down somewhere it is still devastating to see them get swept by Vegas in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, it's so I was born in Vail and we lived there for like 3 years. But that was during the height of that their run, Ray Bork.
Oh my God!
Like my dad's like, you were with the mini sticks as they handed the cup to Ray Bork, like all this. So I don't really remember any of it, but I did have this little Joe Sakic like figurine. So I just knew, like, I would say Patrick Roy, Joe Sakic, like that's like all I would just run around and say Joe Sakic. And my dad had season tickets to the Rockies, Avs, and Broncos back when like that was like an affordable endeavor. And so when we moved, though, that was like, early 2000s, you had to have like the real center ice package. So my dad kind of fell out of the Avalanche thing. And so it was Bruins, I guess. But like I always say, it's like I grew up a Bruins fan, but I'm such a loser. Like I always thought that I would be like a real journalist, like writing column. I thought I was going to be Elliot Friedman. Yeah. So in like when I was 14, like not like really, really
everyone
cool.
else.
Dude, honestly, Tim, that's sick. Like good for you that you knew that. So like you didn't go through that brutal realization of being a hockey player and being like, fuck, I'm not going to play forever. What do I do now? At 14, you were like, dude, I'm going to be a fucking journo. This is great.
I was like, I got to play games in the show just so I can be on TV. Yeah. So that's the only reason I was looking to extend the career. Didn't play in the show. But so I was like, okay, what's the other route? Again, the Elliot Friedman route. So I kind of like had thought you had to like, I thought I had to beat out of me my like fandom. Yeah. Now that's so different. Like so many of the guys on, that we see on national TV, like you will say, hey, I grew up a Devils fan. So like, it's totally changed now, but I thought I had to lose that. So I kind of trained myself to kind of lose a lot of the Boston fandom. It also helps to see all your teams win, right? Yeah. By the time you're like 16. So, but I root for the Bruins just because I want them to continue to go on runs because it's more fun when my buddies are all in it for a playoff run. There's nothing better than when your life becomes when the team's playing and when the team's not playing.
Yep.
That's the best part.
Yeah. So true.
Oh my God.
So
That is the most real thing ever. And dude, I think it's cool too. Obviously you cover everything. You're not just like a local thing, but I've heard like Mike Reese, like Patriots beat writers be like, I became a mainstream name because the Pats were so good.
Yeah,
in that run,
sure.
you know, so it's actually cool. I actually think it's beneficial when your local teams are good when you're doing this job because you're like, sick, I'm in the mixer here.
Yeah.
100%. And I am a miserable prick who does like when it gets scandalous and the teams are like in a rut or losing. Like it's so like I enjoy bashing the Red Sox right now. Like it's so fun. Like I can't help myself. I don't think of myself as a masshole until I leave Massachusetts. Yeah. And then you go somewhere else and they're like, oh, well, Fenway Park's cool. I'm like, fuck Fenway Park, fuck the Red Sox, fuck everything. And they're like, wait, what?
Dude, that is so real. We were actually, we were watching the game last night and fucking, who was it? Weissert came in and walked fucking 2 straight guys, loaded the bases, and then gave up a grand slam to Acuna. And we were hooting and hollering. Yeah. We were like, great fucking job, buddy. Way to go. It's like, that's more active than I've been watching a Red Sox game than I have all season. And it was something bad. So it's just like so real. It's such a brutal feeling.
I'm not afraid to say that I like to just feel emotions, whether it's the highest or the lowest. I just like to feel.
Dude, Tim, I think the most excited we get about hockey, like we always, like you've seen it with, like we'll get on Twitter, we'll get on the Instagram and we start talking about drama season. And it's like whenever drama is going on, and obviously, hopefully not anything really bad, but like trade talks or there's turmoil in a locker room, I'm always like, yes, feed me. This is amazing. Like right now, I cannot see enough Edmonton Oilers trade rumors because I'm like, yes, dude, let me see it. Let's go.
I put it like this because I'm obsessed with the Maple Leafs, right? Like I listen to Kipper and Borney every day. Like I read the Toronto Star, the Sun. Like I'm obsessed with the theater of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, you know, when you get in the conversation of like, you know, the media too hard on them, like no one wants to play there, all this, I just like to think, I go, in our little silo of the NHL, it's like, oh my God, the torturous Toronto media. Think about, like, it's not like Stephen A. Smith leads First Take with the Toronto Maple Leafs and Austin Matthews. Yeah. Like in our little scope, it's so tiny. Think of it. I'm like, think of the NFL. Think of like how big like Dak Prescott trade rumors get or something like that. Where like actually ignites entire North America. Like you know what I mean? It's so funny because it's like they're so mean, they're so tough, and it's like again, it's just like our little patch here. It's like our little, you know, it's like it's a needle point.
Oh, it's stunning how small hockey is.
Did you see the Sun article that came out the other day about that was like Mitch Marner can't stop thinking about the Maple Leafs or what? Like it was like talking about him like fist pumping going to the Cup, and they're like he's making about Toronto, and I was like, it read like an Onion article.
I asked someone to buy me a hard copy of it and send it to me.
That is amazing, dude.
So can I frame this, please, and memorialize it forever?
They did that epic one after the Olympics with Matthews. Remember? It was like like our captain puts partying over playoffs.
Yeah,
it's like calm down, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Insane.
Would you say hockey is your favorite sport?
Yes. College football's close, but yeah, hockey is. It's also just because I think just the hockey community is so easy. Like, you know, there's so many guys, it doesn't matter what level you played, where you played. Like you can smell a hockey guy from, you know, a mile away. Like
yes.
I always joke with my buddies. We go to the bar and like girl came up and they're like, oh, like hockey players. My buddy's like, dude, how did they know? I'm like, 5 backwards hats and Lululemon, man. Like, what'd you think?
Yeah. So
holy, it's like truly we're cartoon characters who wear the same outfit every episode. It's unbelievable.
Tim, even though you're not, you know, officially a Bruins fan or anything. You grew up in that Boston area. So it was easy to pick those big four teams, right? Like Celtics, Bruins, Sox, Pats. But college football, also growing up in New England, that's not really big, right? Like that was such a new thing as we were growing up and getting to college and stuff. Do you have a college football team you gravitate towards, or do you really just love the whole scope?
Yeah. So my mom played tennis at Clemson. So
hell yeah.
Clemson, grew up Clemson fandom, all that. And so that is the last thing that I really will be a diehard fan over, and not be able to function on a game day, ruin a week, ruin a month, ruin a year, and in elation on the other side. So like, yeah, the Clemson thing to me is that would be my identity probably first, is like Tim Clemson.
Okay.
That's
I love
sick.
That. Yeah. Oh, dude.
I mean, you hate that.
Well, yeah, but it's like
Chris is a Duke guy, so.
Well, I went to yeah. So it's like there's a lot of ACC action, but we have two of our dear buddies. Their wives went there, so like I got a big Clemson thing in my orbit, you know. But you're so right, dude. It is awesome just having a competitive college football team, because it just makes the fall. It's so good, dude. Saturdays is all time.
I'm addicted to like one thing still, and it's just like the anxiety before a big game.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing that gets me like that. Like I coached high school hockey for a little bit as an assistant for, a couple years ago, and like just walking onto the bench, like even in our, like no one's going anywhere, no one's playing anywhere, but you walk out to that bench, packed student section, fellas are taking warmies, and I'm like, oh, I literally think I'm Marty St. Louis. I got the suit on, chomping the gum. I'm like, this is unreal.
Doing Wolf of Wall Street.
God, let's go. God bless you. I mean, that sounds awesome. I feel like I've lost the fire of fandom. Like I talk all the time on this show of like, fandom is so fucking insane and psychotic now, and there's a part of me that's like, I think I emptied the tank too early in my life, and now like when I think about getting fired, it's like the Red Sox. Like obviously they suck right now, but when something comes on that I love, I'm like, I'm tired, boss. I got nothing in me. But speaking of the playoffs, go.
Yeah, I was gonna say real quick. I tell my Leafs friends all the time that they're like, oh my God, the suffering, to this. I go, it is going to be so great. Like you will never like cover or be intrigued in a team at a better time. Like that. Like I think there's a part of like when the Cubs finally won, when the Red Sox kind of won, that it was like a lot of things changed. Like Fenway used to be borderline dangerous, and now people are like, I'm going to wear my Yankees jersey to Fenway. Do you think I'll be okay? I'm like, it's a fucking joke, dude. It's a legit tourist club. Go wear your fucking Yankees.
Yeah.
That's actually
it's a very good point.
Yeah, because the Leafs fans want that cup so bad. And when they get it someday, they will enjoy it. It'll be awesome. Like, I mean, trust me, winning is sick.
The Leafs games are already a fucking country club. It's like they're so expensive, and the lower bowl certainly is like a business conference.
Networking event.
But you're so right.
I'm just saying, enjoy the chase. Enjoy the tease. And we always, right, guys? We love
That's
the
awesome.
chase. Enjoy the fucking chase.
If Edmonton ever gets it, I mean, God, like you said, you were there. We met you there.
Enjoy it,
dude. Well, it's. I'm talking like there is still that rabid dog vibe at Rogers and in Edmonton, and if and when they get their cup with Connor, it will be different. Yep. It'll be relaxed. It won't be psycho anymore. And I actually forgot about that. Like when we were young, going to Sox games at Fenway, it was like. It was dangerous. Like it was hardcore, like gritty Boston fans. And then we won a few World Series, and everyone was just like, oh yeah, now it's like a ton of rich ass people here. And
it's fucking spoiled. Date night. It's date night.
It is. Yep. Yeah. A lot of pink hats. It's true. Unbelievable.
Our uncle is a huge Sox guy. He calls it Disneyland North. Cause he's like, fucking go to your amusement park.
There's a great video of this Liverpool guy like years ago talking about how Liverpool changed. And he's like, we're just a fucking tourist club. It's just a tourist club.
I know the exact video you're talking about. It's funny.
Yeah. He's like, you come here with your selfie stick, have a pint, then you leave at the half. And I'm like, that is literally Fenway Park.
Yes, dude, it's exactly.
Play Sweet Caroline, take your picture. No.
Yes, dude.
All right, get Tim quick as we wrap up here, getting into the Stanley Cup playoffs here. A, do you think Montreal has a chance, or are they out of gas? And then B, do you think either of these teams can take down Vegas?
I fully think Montreal is out of gas. The biggest thing I keep pointing to with people going, how is this happening? Like, I don't understand. I just keep pulling up the time on ice. And Montreal just can't play. They cannot play their full roster. Like, you just go, you look at, like, it was like Doc and Texier and a couple of their other defensemen. They're under like 8 minutes in game 4. It just, they do not have the horses, and that's okay. They're still they're ahead of schedule, I would say, in their ascension. So in Carolina, they just come at you. Every guy everyone plays 17 minutes, and aside from their defensemen, but 17 minutes of their best effort. And that's where you look at, to me, like a Hudson turnover in overtime. I'm not saying, oh my God, well, Hudson, what a butcher. I'm like, that guy's just worn down. They're on the ice the whole freaking game. Yeah. And he's taking hits, and I think it just wore on them. So they need, unfortunately, just they're out of gas, and they don't have the horses. And then in terms of the Stanley Cup final outlook, I think that Carolina can certainly beat Vegas. They'll be favored. And yeah, I mean, Vegas right now, the way that they set up that they dared Colorado to dump and go get it. Yep. Carolina is okay with that. So I think that will be, immovable force object, whatever the saying is, it'll be an exciting one.
I think you're right, man. And it's like, listen, Carolina, we've been talking about the ghosts exist of the Eastern Conference Final, and they got to finish the job. I think they very much should finish the job tonight, because, like, you don't even want to give this a chance of getting a little sticky. But if they do win, I think people are sleeping on Carolina's chances. Like, I think everyone's kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, Carolina. Vegas beat Colorado. No one's going to beat them. I think Carolina's going to put up a really good fight. I really do.
I mean, those have been the two best goalies, right?
Yeah.
In the playoffs so far. So that's the difference maker.
I just want to see, I mean, sure, they dropped that game 1 to Montreal, but I think in the room they could chalk that up as the rust, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like when they actually have their back against the wall. Because if you think about it, it's really been 2 months without any test.
Yeah.
So, what happens when Vegas frustrates the hell out of you?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the only kind of thing. And Freddie has his demons. Like, when does Freddie have to really, really, protect a 1-goal lead or stand on his head in a tight game? Like, that will be the thing for me that just, not that they can't do it. It's just kind of been a while since you've been tested.
So true, man. So true.
No, excellent point. I think going down 1-0 was at least something, but 100%, dude, there has been no stress in that room for a long time. Even in the playoff chase in the Met. Like, it was not a conversation.
I mean, there was definitely stress after game 1 of this series.
That was not nothing.
Yeah. Like,
but they can chalk that up in the room to, like, hey, we've been off, right? Like, at least there was an explanation. For
absolutely,
sure, right?
That's for sure true. And like, if they win tonight, I mean, they're probably going like, dude, that was a joke for us. Like, we were fine, which is kind of crazy to think about. All right, dude, tell everyone where they can find you, what you're doing, and also, like, are we going to see you at the final?
Yes.
I'm going to game 1.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking rights. All right. We will see you there.
You guys gonna be there?
Yeah. We'll be there. We'll be there for sure. We'll get you on again, and we'll chop it up. But tell everyone where they can find you and what you're doing for the next few weeks here.
So you can find me, Timmy Cal 12 on Twitter, Timmy Takes on Instagram, Timmy K, I think, on TikTok, and then Snapback Sports all across that as well. That's our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, all that really fun stuff. And after game 1, I'm kind of doing summer hours. We are
okay.
We have someone else taking over World Cup, and I'm just gonna go play golf and tennis, and hopefully get down to a single-digit cap by August, and then college football.
There we go, dude. Are you not a footy guy? Are you not going to dial into the World Cup at all?
I I kind of care. I don't really. I need to just go away. I've been.
Oh,
I
man.
think I did 110,000 miles this past calendar year. 40 weekends on the road. I'm like, I'm on fumes. I need to go away.
We can relate. Yeah. We can relate. You deserve it. Like, just get on the golf course and unplug for a bit for sure. But we will see you in likely Carolina, but we'll see. But dude, thank you for popping on. We got to get you on here more often, especially during this final run here. But it's fucking great to chat with you, dude. We'll chop it up again soon.
You guys are great. I appreciate it. I do nothing. I have 0 things going on. So to make it a habit.
Let's do it. I fucking love it, man. All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace, guys. Thank you.
Later, brother.
Later.
That is insane travel.
Oh, my God.
I thought we traveled a lot.
I was just thinking that.
Tim actually might have us beat. Like,
he does, bro. He does.
Did he just say 40 weekends on the road? Good Lord Almighty, what a legend! That has been a long time coming. I've been we obviously, as Tim said, we met in Edmonton, and we've just been like going back and forth chatting on Twitter forever. Yeah. And he's so. If you're not following Tim on Twitter, he just said, "Let me make sure I got it right." But I mean, you could just like look up his name, you'll find him on Twitter. But he's so fucking funny on Twitter, correct. And like the way he gives it to like he had one the other day. It was like, he said something about the game and someone was like, "Oh, that's not how hockey works." And he just replied with the classic, like, "Oh, thanks, man. I'm unfamiliar with hockey. I'm actually just new to the sport." Yeah. It's just like such a good chirp. It's so fucking funny. I absolutely love it. But he's the man. We're going to get him on more. All right. We're going to bring on our dear friend, Zach. You ready? Yes. Erin Ambrose is gonna. Yeah, I just told her to pop in, so Erin will be popping in. We're gonna bring in Erin right now. Walter Cup champ. Here's a question: do you think Erin is hungover?
I hope that I texted her. I remember texting her after they won, and we were talking in the morning, and I was like, I hope you haven't slept a wink, and I hope she hasn't slept since. Still, I hope she's on a generational bender. So one thing we'll see if we can even talk about it. But there's a chance Erin's on a new team here next year. Oh, okay.
No, people knew. Yeah, people know that. Like, that's not. We're not breaking any news. But I can't imagine there's been a lot of thought process.
Haven't got into the training.
Yeah, dude, we're just celebrating right now. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Dude, you got to enjoy. There's the Panthers last year didn't skate till late August. You know?
Yeah, that was so funny when we had Benny on, and he was like, "Dude, I haven't thought about putting skates on in weeks."
He's like, "You just rip it up, dude." And the city is probably.
I'm ready.
That's actually what I'm most.
Never been more ready
about. Probably an absolute zoo.
God, the transition. Yeah, Erin, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Wow, that went great.
You look so professional right now. I'm upset. I thought we were going to get a party, Erin, but you just look like $1 million.
Do you hear my voice? I don't have a voice.
Wow, this is incredible. Have you been on a generational run?
Yeah, this is an all-timer for me, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not well. I'm not well.
What give me the 24 hours following the win? Like, what? Tell me everything that happened minute by minute.
So like in the dressing room, actually we were on the ice forever.
I was gonna say you were on there for a long time.
And I think the league is probably gonna change that up because we were able to get beers on the ice, and I think that's why we were on the ice for so long.
Yeah.
Into the dressing room, had some media and stuff to do, and then went back to the hotel, and we had like a big conference room with the hotel, and family and friends were there. And then bus was at 9 a.m. the next day.
Come on.
Yeah. So
did you sleep?
No way.
Yes, I did sleep. That is one thing, like I'm pretty good, but if like it hits 2, like 2 is my cap. I can't do it after that.
Yeah.
I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Then bus back. And then we all took like the afternoon, and then we went to a bar here in Montreal to watch game 1 of the series. It was this random, it's called Bruno's Sports Bar. And it was phenomenal. We were dancing on tables after they won. Like it was a riot.
Shout out Bruno's, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Looks like we got to go to Bruno's. That's unbelievable.
I had never heard of the place before. Never. And they wanted us there, and they treated us well.
There you go. It's fantastic. You're you know what? I am hearing it in the voice now. You've been ripping. It's a little raspy. That was a pretty wild playoff run. Obviously, we were talking throughout the whole thing, but like there were definitely a couple of tests there of, I don't think so much the team, because I just felt like you guys had it the whole time, but there were definitely tests of like mental fortitude of like, all right, don't panic here. Let's keep going. What were some of the hardest games for you guys going through this run?
I think game 2 against Minnesota, because we lose game 1 in overtime, and it's like, like, is this going to happen again?
Yep.
And then kind of to bounce back, win, and that was the triple OT, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like huge, and you say it every time, like OT can go either way.
Yeah.
So to get that, go to Minnesota even was huge. And then obviously game 5, Minnesota, like game 4, they came out on fire, and it was like, we didn't really know what to do. But game 5 was, I thought, awesome. And then again, like the first 2 games against Ottawa both go to overtime.
That's crazy.
And to get those done early in overtime, I also think was pretty key.
Oh my God. Huge. Does at some point, as you're having success through those OTs, when you go to OT again, do you feel a little bit better, or is it every time OT you're like, give me a fucking break, get me out of here?
Well, I think like a little bit of both. I think we've had so many OTs, like the amount of OT in our league every year in playoffs is insane.
Yes.
Like I look at the last 3 years, and almost every game has gone into OT, or at least as a 1-goal game. And when we tied it up game 2, or was it game 1 against Ottawa with 2 seconds left, it was like, well, let's go to OT. Let's do it again. And Ottawa did it to us last year. They tied it up with like less than 10 seconds to go. And that was our quadruple overtime game against them. So I was kind of happy that like it wasn't a double-digit OT kind of night, and it was an early one. So
yeah,
because Erin, I agree. If you don't score really early, it starts to feel like it's going to be 4. You know, like if you don't get that quick goal, you're like, come on, God damn it.
Yeah,
it's such a nightmare. What was the?
I know they say if you. Sorry,
no, you keep going.
I was going to say they say like it's either a goal in the first 5 or the last 5, and I feel like it's like no, it's either a goal in the first 5 or it's the 5th overtime.
Yeah.
Correct. That is exactly how it
really
goes.
is.
What was the chatter like after game 3 versus Ottawa?
For me personally, I felt like anybody I talked to, I was like, guys, I actually think this was a good thing for us. I think we needed, like, nobody expected it to be a sweep. Like we went in there and like, yeah, it would be lovely to get a sweep, but like Ottawa finds ways to win games, and it was like, it wasn't going to be easy. And I said, like, we had the lead for about 10 minutes in the third period. Yeah. And I don't think we took our foot off the gas, but you saw Ottawa push.
Yeah.
So I think it was good for us to learn kind of how to play with that lead and how to find a way to do it better in game 4, which obviously we did in potting quite a few big goals in the third.
Oh my God. Yeah. Massive. Cause it's so weird. Like a series can swing with just that momentum. Right. And to be able to have a group that can go, listen, it's fine. Learn from this and keep going is so key, because it's like you blink otherwise, and now you're in a game 5 situation, which is a nightmare.
I was talking about it watching the Habs game 4. I was like, I don't know if personally momentum is a thing game to game. I think there's momentum in a game.
Okay,
but
cool.
For me, I sit there and I'm like, okay, so we just have to win a hockey game. And like for me, after losing game 3, I'm like, well, we're not going to lose 3 in a row. I don't know if we lost. I think we might have lost 3 in a row this year, once maybe, but it's like, we're going to find a way to win a hockey game. Like for me, it just doesn't go game to game, but that's my personal opinion.
I like that.
I like that take too.
I do, as a fan, I get stuck in it where I'm like, oh no, 100% this matters. Like, as soon as you lose one at home, I'm like, oh my God, now they're buzzing. When they go back, I think all of that stuff goes into it. But I would say, even talking to some of the Panthers guys 2 years ago when they were up 3-0 in the final, remember? And I was like, oh my God, were you tweaking in game 7? And they were like, no. It was just like,
just
we
another
have a
hockey
home
game.
game, just win the game. And I was like, okay, good point.
So I think the most
right. Like I think there's so much outside noise about it.
Yes.
But like you sit there and you go into the dressing room and you're like, okay, so what happened last game? It's your learning. It's time to learn from it. If you lost, you learn from it. If you won, you learn from it and what works. So it's like, it's not like I go into the dressing room in between the second and third and I'm like, oh my gosh, they still have so much momentum because they came back and scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes in game 3. Like, no, it's gone. It's wiped. Goldfish.
Yes.
Oh, so one of my favorite things about this, and like talking to you after you won and seeing how pumped you were and like watching the games, being invested in it. We saw it with Four Nations where it was, remember we were talking, it's like, let's see how this is going to be. Are they going to be fired up about it? The coolest thing about the Walter Cup is like, this is only the third one, but it doesn't fucking matter. Like you guys were so dialed in and locked in. I mean, you yourself are playing through multiple injuries, like so many of the other gals on the ice. And it's like, how can you try to explain how unbelievable it is that it's like this league shows up, we've got this cup that is, Minnesota, now you guys, but the desire to win it is like through the roof. Like it feels like this has been a thing that's been around for 100 years.
Like it's like you want Walter. Like I just want to be around. And it's like not that we haven't, but we haven't had that. Like you even look. I think the biggest comparison to me is going through all of centralization, going to Beijing. Like you were with that group the whole year. So now, like since college, I hadn't had a group to work with towards a championship other than like Beijing, because this year's Olympics were different. We weren't together as a group the whole time. So to be with this group the whole year and be like, no, at the end of the day, it's Walter that we want. Like Walter is our Lord Stanley. Like that is Lord Walter. And I mean, it's just so surreal to actually be like, no, like I am a champion now.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Got all the swag, all that gear.
Well, it's like you and I talked about it. It's like you guys were so solid all year. And I know you've had, we don't need to revisit February, but there's been some amazing wins and some tough losses in your career. This was an awesome one that's like, it felt to me at least, and I'm curious what you thought, all season, it felt like this was a team that could win this cup. So to then go and do it, that must feel unbelievable.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't want to say a relief, but like you're just trying so hard. And I think even more like we talked about it as a group, like winning round 1 was so big for us because we hadn't done it yet. Mm-hmm. But like my big thing was, I was like, throughout the first series, everybody, like we kept saying like 6 more wins, 5 more wins. And I'm like, okay, I like that. But I'm also sitting here being like, we got to get through Minnesota. Like,
yeah,
can't think about the next 3 wins if we don't get 3 wins first. But I do think the whole year, like it was like everything is building to Walter. So how do we find a way to get to Walter? And obviously had to go through a very good Minnesota team to do that. But once we got through Minnesota, and it wasn't that we didn't think Boston or Ottawa were going to be like hard matchups and hard games. It was just for us as a group, it was like, okay, we did that step. Now it's on to Walter and there's 3 games to go, 3 wins to do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Erin, I want your take now, because a lot of times when we do the golf tournament, for example, we'll ask guys, I'm waiting for the invites for the golf tournament. Hell yes, you coming to this one. But we'll ask the
You've
guys,
been playing too. You're getting into it.
That's
like I we got to get you to this one for 100%.
Sure. But we'll ask the guys, Stanley Cup or gold medal. Like what would be bigger? And I was actually kind of surprised how split the answers were and what matters. So are you at all surprised? You don't even have to tell me which ranks higher in your power rankings of all your epic wins, but are you surprised how high this ranks? Was that a shock, or were you like, no, this was always something I put up in that upper echelon?
I'm not surprised, but I do think the one thing with Walter is Walter's only 3 years old.
Yeah.
Like I think Stace actually had a great quote about it, and she was like, I can't even say I've dreamed of this my whole life because it wasn't a dream. Like we didn't have this as a dream because it wasn't a reality until 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one thing I will say is like winning an Olympic gold medal was my dream from 8 years old.
Yeah.
And probably before that. But when I watched in 02, like that became my dream. And like Walter became my dream when the league was created. But like before that, I didn't have a dream about Walter because Walter didn't exist.
Yeah.
That's true. But
so
I think what's so cool about winning this cup is it's kind of a combination of the dream of having this league to play in and then also win that league. It's a pretty cool double-pronged achievement, which is,
oh my God, dude, it's amazing.
Unbelievable.
It's I mean, it's about time, but it's so great to have this too, because as sick as the Olympics are and all the international tournaments are, it's so much pressure on that. You know, you're like, okay, well, if I don't get that, like what else am I chasing here? And to be able to come back, especially after losing, but to be able to come back this year and go, there's a whole nother thing where we're fighting. This group is fighting for that. And to get on top of that mountain is like, God, that's awesome.
And I think, like you said, coming back from losing and then coming back and trying to like get healthy to be like, no, I need to get healthy so that we can compete for a Walter Cup and I can help this team compete for a Walter Cup. Like it was so crummy and so shitty to like not sit in it, but it was like, no, I need to like actually just get my stuff together and figure it out because now in 2 months time, 3 months time, like I want to be playing for a Walter Cup.
Yeah. I'm glad you just brought that up because I was just thinking this, like what a roller coaster this year was. I mean, there were so many ups and downs, so many battles. How can you even describe how you're feeling right now? And like, once you won and lifted that cup, were you like, this is fucking unbelievable? Or was there a little bit of a combination of like, holy hell, what a grind this year was?
It was like a holy hell. Thank God it ended in a good way.
Yeah.
Because it made it all worth it. And it was like, my dad was there. My dad, my stepdad, and my cousin were there on the ice with me. And I looked at my dad and I was like, thank God. Yeah. Like, thank God on the last game of the season, because it does help kind of put a Band-Aid on not winning gold. And it's not to say that I'm not proud of the silver medal in Milan, because I really am. But like, there's still that sour taste in your mouth. So winning Walter definitely makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah,
it's like you're such an athlete, Erin, because winning is just a relief. You know, like losing losing sucks and winning is a relief. Spoken like a true competitive athlete.
So what's the summer looking like for you? Do you have anything planned out? I know there's a lot of big decisions coming up. I know there's some rehab coming up, but like, what's immediately on the docket for you?
I need to get my ass to my cottage like ASAP because I need to just, my mom's like, oh, I don't know if we're going to be there. I'm like, I'm totally okay with silence at the cottage once this is all said and done. I mean, I'm pumped for the parade tomorrow. Like, I think it's kind of our last thing, and I think it's going to be done quite well. And I think we're going to go quite hard.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, a lot coming up in the next 2-3 weeks with expansion and everything. And it's going to be a lot, but just try to navigate that. And then I feel like my summer's already getting super booked up with things. I got a bachelor party to go on for my cousin. I'm a groomswoman.
Hell yes.
So I've got some big shoes to fill at the bachelor party, which I've never done before.
Where's the bachelor party?
We're going to North Carolina, me and 14 guys.
What the fuck?
God.
Why? Does he live in North Carolina?
They're in Arlington, I think. So they're driving down, and he wanted to do North Carolina, and we said, okay, JD, let's do it.
All right.
And where are you going to be in Raleigh, or what's the plan?
Where are we?
Also, when?
Is Wilmington?
June 5th. That's actually so fun.
5-day bachelor party.
I mean, we might see you.
Yeah,
there.
I was gonna say,
like we're.
Come on down.
If the final is in Carolina, which it looks like it's going to be, that would be hilarious. I'll show up.
I had some days.
I might have to add that into his itinerary. Be like, JD, I'm going. Whoever wants to come, I'm going to Raleigh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
like,
God,
that has to happen.
That is so incredible.
But I can't say that because like the Habs are coming back.
Correct.
There you
Yep.
go. Yeah.
And listen, I love that you just thought that you were nearing the end of this generational bender, and you're days away from
parade tomorrow,
5-day
bachelor party in like a week and a half. This is your toast.
2-week hiatus.
Yeah, that is special. Well, hold on, Erin.
Our head coach said last night to our strength and conditioning coach, he said, "Good luck this summer, Vicky. Good luck."
Yeah. Seriously. Your knee is never going to recover. This is unbelievable.
Erin, we have a question in the chat. I'm going to read to you, okay? Oh. It says, I have a question to Erin. My 11-year-old girl is a big fan and wants to start hockey this year. Is this too late for her? And what big advice for her can you give?
Absolutely not too late. I would say one of the best defensemen in the world, Renata Fast, didn't really start playing. I think she started early, but like didn't really get into competitive hockey until later on in her life. And she is now one of the best defensemen in the world. I don't think it's ever too late, to be honest. And then advice, I think the biggest thing for me is always to make sure you're having fun. Like I have to remind myself as a pro hockey player that the game is supposed to be fun. And as much as it is my job, if I'm not having fun, I'm not playing well.
God, that's so accurate. By the way.
Absolutely.
Especially about the playing well part. Like I know everyone says it for don't do it. It should be fun. It should be fun, but it literally will make you play better. If you are just enjoying yourself and the game you wanted to start in the first place because you love, that's how you play your best.
Yeah, absolutely correct. I love to hear that. Where's the route tomorrow for the parade?
Oh, true.
So we don't know. I think we're waiting on a little bit of info. We're not doing too much of like an actual like parade. It's going to more be just like, you know how they always do the stage setup at the end?
Yeah.
Like that's where we're going to do a big chunk of it. I think we're only doing a couple blocks. But we were like, what's our bus situation? They're like, it's a surprise. And we were like, well, as long as there's no roof, we're okay with this surprise, but like you can't have us in a friggin' charter bus and we're banging on a window.
Yeah, no chance. Yeah, you got to be up and out in the open for sure.
Absolutely.
This is also a genius play by Montreal because if the Habs lose tonight, this is going to be a great way to pick everyone's spirits up. And if they win, people will be buzzing. This is a win-win. This is a genius move.
I worry about you if they win tonight, and then the energy tomorrow is going to be chaos.
Well, we are meeting at our practice rink, and our team party MVP, Lena Youngblum, and I are going to bike there together. So we're making smart decisions.
Good.
Don't bike home.
No.
Oh, we won't be. I'll be walking home.
Okay, good. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And you know what? I like this.
Just a walk or just the bike there.
I like this
there
bike
you go.
there,
there you go.
You kind of earn the parade. You know, you bike there,
burn some cows,
little cow burn,
it's
and
great.
then you earn the beers. Yeah.
12-minute bike, guys. We're gonna be on the city Bixie bikes. Like,
I love those things.
Yeah,
that's the best. All right. Well, Erin, we love you. Thank you for popping on. I want you to be able to go rest before tomorrow because I think this is going to be another generational. I demand a FaceTime tomorrow at some point during the parade.
okay. Yep.
And is there anything, before we cut you loose, is there anything that you need the people to know that you got going on? Anything that you want to plug or shout out?
Oh, I got nothing going on in my life other than celebrations, apparently.
God, what an answer. What an incredible answer.
I do need to shout out Shawnee Walker, Carolina Hurricanes. Shawnee and I grew up playing together, Georgina Blaze, York Simcoe Express, and obviously he's a new father now too. But it's been pretty cool to follow his journey. And as much as I need to cheer for the Habs right now, it's pretty cool to see Shawnee one game away from playing for a Stanley Cup.
That's a pretty cool win-win.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where are you watching tonight, Erin?
That's the thing is like,
might have to go back to what is it, Bruno's? You might have to go back to
Bruno. No, we can't go to Bruno's. We can't go back to Bruno's. We won't make the parade. We will not make the parade. I've watched 2 games at Lord Williams with some of the girls. Might actually hit up Molly Carlson tonight and Aiden Heslop, 2 high divers. So I might watch with them, changed up, but we'll see. We haven't heard anything if the group's doing anything. So
okay,
there you go.
Go Habs, go.
Go Habs, go. Absolutely. And we'll talk to you tomorrow during the celebrations.
I can't wait.
Can't wait, guys. Can't wait. No screen recording.
Yeah. No. Never. All right. You're the best, Erin. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Love you, Erin. See ya. That is so epic, dude.
That is so
what
epic.
a run, dude. That bachelor party is too close to this. She thinks she has a break. That she has no break.
I cannot get over how funny that is of Erin being like, I gotta like chill out here for a second.
Did she say June 5th?
parade tomorrow. I think she was like, it's a 5-day on the 11th, I think.
Okay, 11. Okay, if it's the 11th, is a little time, but holy hell, dude, that's a generational run, which is incredible. Like, once you're in it, you just gotta go. You go till the wheels come off. That's pretty much how it works.
I mean, it's the only other option. You just sometimes you got to just stay on the train. Jumping off is a dangerous game.
That's how people get hurt, Dan.
What a historic. Willie, you can come in. Come on in. Get it. Do your thing, pal. We're live. Make sure it's a loud stream so people. Hey,
can we get the mic in there?
People want to talk about a live stream. Yeah. I got a live stream for you right here. Willie D taking a pee live on the Empty Netters podcast right now.
There's food if anybody wants a. Or are these burgers?
Yeah, I think they're burgers.
I think, Chris, you might need to soak up some alcohol.
Yeah, if I would love one of those later. If someone needs to get their hands on one before they all go.
Yeah. I don't need it, but I think they're probably gone by now. But
No, I don't need it now. I want it after, but make sure that someone out there grab me a burger. Put a burger
I'll
on
go now
hold.
and see if I can scrounge, but I'm a little skeptical here.
You are a legend, Evan. Oh my God. All right, we got another guest popping on here in a second. It's very exciting. We haven't seen our pal here. Is he on yet?
He is not yet.
All right. Or he might not be home yet. He's this guy's buzzing around all.
Yeah, but an epic day.
So we got TJ Oshie popping on the show here in a second, and Evan, let's go. Yes. Are these breakfast burgers? Is that a thing?
They look like Five Guys to me.
If there's,
which is a rough way to start your morning.
Didn't we talk about the other day, Zach, that Five Guys is the unhealthiest of all the fast food burgers?
Wait,
we did.
How'd it go, Willie?
Very well.
Hell yeah!
He had a great pee.
Do you want to tell the people?
A lot of people were asking.
Wait, Willie, do you want to tell the people you can hop on?
Yeah.
Pop on, dude. Tell people.
Get that other mic.
Yeah, it's on.
I'm actually in the middle of recording my podcast right now.
Are you really?
I stepped out to use the bathroom. Yeah.
Whoa, this is sick. This is like a double pod situation.
This is the multi.
I don't know if this has ever happened before.
I think this is a first. And I woke up at 9 a.m. this morning, and I checked. I had a bunch of texts. We were recording at 9 a.m. So that's why.
Terrible feeling.
I rolled out of bed. I'm not wearing a shirt under this.
You look a little bit like you came from a pajama party.
I am startled right now in more ways than one.
Well, listen, if you oversleep and all of a sudden, boom, you got to be on your show, and now you're on two shows, you're overachieving.
You go to the bathroom, and then you're on a different.
Now you're on a new show, dude. You're in a spin cycle right now.
I'm getting like pod fucked right now.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You truly are.
All right, I go back to my show.
Go back to your show.
Who's going to win the Stanley Cup?
Vegas.
Wow. It looks like it's going to be Vegas or Carolina's up 3-1 against Montreal. They play tonight for a chance to go. So you get to choose between Vegas, Carolina, or Montreal. But Montreal,
a crazy comeback, Canadians.
Well, I'm from South Carolina.
Okay, Carolina Hurricanes have won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, there we go. That's my pick. All right, love you guys.
Love you too, brother. He's from South Carolina. We claim Willie's from Maine. We claim Willie. This isn't talk about Carolina hours.
Sorry,
Zach.
I wanted to talk a little bit of Carolina. My bad.
Jesus
My bad.
Christ, Zach. Whoa. Oh, it's the Friday meeting.
Yeah, the Friday meeting.
People. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we have a new player. We signed a new player too.
Do you guys want to? We do.
Yeah, we signed a new player. He's doing 2 truths and a lie right now.
Wait, is this he's a new editor?
I guess.
I've met that guy.
We gotta move this. This is like right in front of your face.
We got a new guy.
I want to start talking about DVDs and VHSs again, but TJ's going to pop on any moment, and then we can't really get into it.
You can. Why don't you start one of the other things that you wanted to talk about?
One of our Friday free for all topics.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, is TJ waiting, or are we waiting on him?
I sent him the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Osh is coming back from hockey practice with the kiddos.
Yeah.
So he's
actually it was school. He was at like a
parent teacher conference.
Well, no, it was like a bring a buddy to school day, and his nephew gets to go like this. I'll actually bring TJ Oshie.
Is that true?
Yeah, like other kids probably brought some fucking random ass person, and then his nephew goes, I actually brought American hero TJ Oshie. So you're welcome.
Wow, that's pretty. That's What?
That's a flex. That is an all-time show and tell flex.
Talk about swamping your dick on the table.
Like, it's insane, dude. I cannot believe. I need to bring Oshie here. We need to bring a cool person to work day, and I'm gonna bring DJ Oshie and see how good it feels.
I mean, we could talk about another movie related thing.
Or do we want to go into our topics of Free for All Friday?
Oh yeah,
I just got the weirdest email of all time.
Never mind.
This is like the craziest. This is like the craziest phishing email of all
Was it a
time.
Nigerian prince?
Dude, I've got an email here that says your Freedom Boat Club membership.
Uh-oh.
And there's a fake you on this email.
Oh.
It's from this guy, Brian. Says, Dan, looks like you opened the email yesterday at 12:13 p.m., but here are the links you need. And there's an email from a Chris Powers that says, Matt, this is Chris Powers. It appears there may have been a misunderstanding or communication with my membership. Can you call me at the number to discuss? And then at the bottom it says, thank you, Matt. Dan's email address is blank. And it's like I was about to read my email on live. That would have been bad.
Is it an incorrect email?
Wait. This says you said Freedom Boat Club or Book Club?
Freedom Boat Club membership.
Oh, the world's largest boating club.
It says, hello from Freedom Boat Club.
Wait, is this a phishing email or was CP that hammered last night? He doesn't remember signing up for a boat.
Well,
Probably a phishing email. You're going on a fishing trip.
I didn't mean phishing in the bad way. I mean, this is a fishing trip. But this person's email is C Powers and then a couple of numbers. It's not your email.
This looks real. I mean, CP, how hammered were you last night?
This could have been me. Now that he's saying it out loud.
This is in Sarasota, Florida.
There's also a Brian Powers on this email. And
a chance that this is an entire Powers family and they're having a real conversation and they've just gotten there's a Dan Powers they were supposed to copy and they accidentally put
But they have like a different Dan Powers copied on there.
That's what I'm saying. I think you got put on by accident, and this is another Powers family having a very real conversation.
And they're about to offer me a free boating membership.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Yeah, I do.
I think you're in, dude.
This is unbelievable. Oshie's here. All right, let's bring Oshie in, and then we can get more into the free-for-all nonsense later. For now, here he is. Oshie, can you hear us?
I got you, boys. What's up?
Yes.
God, it's good to see you, pal. How are you?
I'm good. I got to turn you up a little bit. There we go.
There
locked
you go.
and loaded.
Locked and loaded.
Where are you? Are you in a broom closet?
Yeah. So, kind of embarrassing. We built this house during like the COVID times, right?
Yeah.
And so you couldn't do anything, and so I picked up gaming with the fellas. And so this is like actually like
it's not embarrassing
the back
at all.
End of my closet. And I would set it up for like a gaming room, my own like little area where like, so no one can hear me.
Yeah, you yell. Yeah.
And then everything went back to real life. And I'm a father of 4. And my wife is like, you can't be up all night gaming. Like you got to be up with the kids at like 6 a.m. and so this is actually, it is like a closet in the back of my my closet, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's nothing back here. I got like, I don't really like hang up stuff. I'm not really like a memorabilia guy, right? So like my ring is sitting here, my mini Stanley Cup, my 1000th game stick, OV sign stick, and then my 2 Olympic sticks. They're kind of just chilling in this back like little closet that I don't even go into.
Dude, I cannot believe the quality of that merch right there. It just looked like a couple sticks.
Oh yeah, no, those are big time twigs. Those are big time twigs. Also, you have a habit, Osh, of like being like, oh, this is embarrassing, and then it's something so cool.
Yeah.
Like setting up a gaming dungeon in your closet sounds sick.
Yeah. What were you playing? What were you playing with the boys?
I was a COD.
Yeah.
I was Warzone. We had like quite a squad. Like me and Johnny Carlson would skip our pregame nap on the road to like play.
Yeah.
But John was better. Like usually they'd be like, all right, we got to be at the bus. And now he's like, oh, I'm going to go take a quick 30. And I'd be like, yeah, me too. And he would jump off and I'd be like, nah, no, come on.
I'm gonna keep
And I just keep ripping by myself. No, it was great. It was so much fun.
Dude, was Johnny good at Mario Kart?
I was going to say.
Johnny, he was more of like a FIFA guy. So we always had like the Mario Kart was one station, and then the PlayStation on the next.
Yeah.
And so he would more so get with like the Europeans, and they'd be ripping on. I think he was pretty good at FIFA though. And Johnny gets fired up. He's super competitive. So he's like the exact kind of guy you want to play video games with.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. God, that is so awesome.
I send him all the time. I send him these videos that you see on like I don't know, on Instagram or whatever, of like Warzone kills, and it goes like, whose face is it? Like got like actors like crying, you know, like
yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're like about to cry.
Yeah.
And it just goes back and forth. I send them all the time, and literally like whoever sends it, the other guy just responds with like a crying emoji. Like, the best times. The best times.
Yeah.
God, it's so good, man.
It's actually, this is such a ridiculous reference, but there's a line in the TV show The OC where it's like two of the adults are playing video games, and one of them looks at the other one and he's like, God, I miss playing video games with my boys. And I remember seeing that line and being like, I hope that never happens to me, where I have to miss playing video games. I hope I'm always playing video games with my boys. But you don't know you're in the good days, dude, and then it just disappears.
It's gone.
It's gone. I know, dude. I know it is. Like, I think our time has passed. And you know what's funny? I actually bought a new 007 game came out like 2 days ago, and I bought it and I played like an hour of it. It's like you know that game Red Dead Redemption? I don't know if you've ever played, but it's like one of these games with a great story mode. Dude, I started playing this game. I got like an hour in, and I had to turn it off because I was like, this is going to suck the next 50 hours of my life. It's fucking insane. Dude, so you're home right now, but you've been buzzing. You've been ripping all the broadcasting work and buzzing around. How's it been?
It's been good. Yeah, I'm home right now. I'm in the dungeon. But it's been crazy. It's been a crazy year. And like I say it every time I talk about it, I have so much more respect for the people that go on TV. You'd think you just like, it's easy to get your thoughts out there and in a way that people can understand, especially if like they're not massive hockey fans, right? If they didn't go play at an elite level, you have to simplify things with how you say it and still be interesting and still not look like you're trying to think while you're speaking, like have it just come out. Yeah. It's an amazing skill. And honestly, the hosts, so like Steve Levy, Bucci, these like
weapons.
I can't explain how many things like just don't always go perfectly, and they make everything so seamless, and they're like off the cuff sometimes. There was one time where we couldn't hear our producers for like an entire show.
Yeah.
And anytime there was any type of audio, so anytime like a clip came up of we're talking over a goal or something, our audio like switched out. We couldn't hear our producers. And Steve Levy is just the ultimate professional. Like I can't even describe. It's like Nicholas Backstrom throwing a sausage pass. Like that's what I equate it to. Or like Ovi taking a one-timer. Like that's how good he is at what he does.
Yeah. It's true. Like those guys get in the pocket and they're just like vibing and snapping it around to each other. They're so good at what they do. It's so fun.
And Osh, even when it's going well, right? Like even without the mistakes, it's hard. It's so hard. You know now, like you've got that shit in your ear. People are like there's so much happening while you can't lose your train of thought and keep talking and keep getting everyone else at the desk engaged. It is actually fascinating how good it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, like when I hear someone say like 10 seconds in my ear, to me, that's like fire drill.
Yeah.
And PK will hear 10 and he'll like smooth it out to like 12. Where in my mind, I'm like, if I get to 10, like I'm fired.
Yes, correct.
PK does it in a way where like it rolls right into Steve Levy, and Steve Levy takes us out of the intermission and it's to the game. Yeah. And like, so like for me, when I hear something, like if I hear someone wrap it up, I almost stop speaking. Even if I'm in the middle of a point, I'm like,
anyway, it's going to be a pretty good game. I'm excited for the period. Yeah, they're like, dude, that was 1 second.
Real fast. Yeah, it's brutal.
They got to shoot. They got to get more shots.
That like I'm messing up a majority of the time when I'm speaking, and then once I start it, my brain switches off, blackout. And if you ask me right after the intermission what I said, I'd have no idea.
Yeah, it's so true, dude. I got to know, is there a residual like? Oh, how am I going to say this? Is there a residual Met rivalry vibe for you watching Carolina and you're like, fuck Carolina, I don't want them to win?
Yeah, so there definitely is. A lot of players have changed since I played.
True.
Yeah,
and so I think, I don't know, but like once you build like this hatred for like a team, like it's hard to kick it, right?
Yeah.
And especially since they've been so good, they've made playoffs every year since they beat us in the first round when we were trying to go back to back. And so it's like you kind of like, these guys irk me. But now that I've stepped away a little bit and I appreciate the game, I think a little bit more, and first time I've ever like really been watching, I can definitely appreciate how the guys in that locker room buy in to what Rod tells them and buy into a system. And when you like that system that they buy into, you have to be extremely unselfish to play there and to have success and to earn the trust of Rod and continually get thrown out there for a regular shift and earn your ice time. So the hockey player in me absolutely like, and the fan really appreciates what they're doing. The Washington Capital in me is like, I still hate you guys.
Yeah,
you know?
get out of
like
here.
they lose game 1 and you're like, oh yes, keep it. Like this is huge.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, Montreal.
Yeah.
Dude,
no, but I feel like they're earning their stripes.
And I have a question about that, Osh. It must be, if you can zoom out enough to appreciate this, they're kind of having, if they can finish the job, and an experience you guys had in 2018 where it's like, God, we've been so good and for so long and have won President's trophies, and and just can't get over that hump. You must appreciate a little bit being like, oh shit, they're kind of having that journey we had in 2018 if they can finish the job.
Yeah, you really appreciate like I don't think I necessarily appreciate like Florida going. I appreciate them going back to back because I know how hard it is just to win one. But that second win, you're almost like, all right, we already know that you guys know what it takes, right?
Yeah.
And they did it again. So, and they're tired. They had the shortest summer of anyone, especially with like the partying that goes into it. And so you appreciate that. But like a team like Carolina, like you mentioned, I brought a ton of heartache from St. Louis to Washington. Washington already had all the heartache there.
Yeah.
We had 2 President's trophies, didn't get the job done. Watch our rivals go on and win. So you definitely, there is something there where I'm almost like happy for the guys in the room that have been there and haven't gotten the job done and have to do those terrible interviews at the end of the season of like, what happened? Like, what was it? And you're like, I mean, I don't know. Like we were right there. Everyone was bought in. You didn't get one call here, but then you don't want to make mistakes either, right? Or excuses. Like you don't want to make excuses for why you didn't do it. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat and be like, only one team wins and only one team wins, and we didn't get it done. But I definitely appreciated the buy-in that they're having, and also like the secondary scoring. I think that's kind of what they've been missing.
Oh my God,
that second line is. I mean, they're leading the team by a couple of them. Like they doubled them up in points for some of the guys on the first line, I think. And so it's like that's unbelievable. Now the first line's getting going. They're scary.
Yeah. No, it's so true, man. I've been kind of banging the drum all playoffs that like it does feel like this Carolina team is different than they've been over the last several years. Do you feel that as well? Like, do you think that this team actually has the juice?
Yeah, I do, because of the depth that's coming out with them. Like when I think back to when we won, Ovi's always going to be our best player. Ovi and Kuzi were our best 2 players throughout the whole playoffs, right? You can throw Braden Holtby in there. But I don't think of like maybe Kuzi's overtime goal against Pittsburgh to close out the series. But I don't necessarily think of like the big goals I think about is like Devontae Smith-Pelly. Coming up massive in the finals. You know what I mean? Lars Eller scoring the winner. I think of our depth guys and what they did and how they contributed to like offensively. Those guys are always going to bring it defensively, physicality, PK, all that stuff, right? But those guys stepped up in that way. And in the same token, Ovi and Kuzi stepped up on the defensive side where Ovi's blocking shots, throwing like toe up kick saves from the top of the circles, right? So that's kind of that buy-in. But because Carolina does have this depth and this second line just absolutely feeling it, I feel like it could be their time.
Yeah. I mean, like we talk about Ehlers all the time, man. And it's like, that's exactly what you're talking about. The depth and like the additions. And it's like his, 2-goal and overtime performance makes you be like, oh shit, like they kind of got the pieces now. Like they do feel very real. We were talking about, and I want your take on Vegas sweeping Colorado, which fucking blew all of our minds. But it's like everyone saw that and they're like, holy shit, it's just Vegas's year. But Carolina now is showing us like, I don't know, man. Like if this team goes sweep, gentleman sweep, how do you not respect that? It's crazy.
Yeah, no one's game lined up at the start of playoffs for playoff hockey better than Carolina, right?
Yep.
And we all knew that. Like that was a guarantee. They play playoff hockey almost year round.
I know.
And when they're not on the same page, they let up a lot of goals because some guys are going all out and they're pressuring, and some guys aren't.
Yeah.
Going to Vegas, like I didn't really have, with how fast the game is now, right? Like I just didn't have them pegged as like a team that would be in the finals. And I'm probably the worst analyst maybe in the history because almost every pick that I've made for ESPN has been like dead wrong. So I'm so like if you're a betting man, like fade Oshie. You're gonna be making some like serious money.
Yeah.
But Vegas, it seems like they found something too, though, right? Like
yes.
There's questions about like Marner in playoffs. Is he leading them in points? I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's leading.
I think he leads the NHL in points. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
leads the NHL. Hart and net, coming from the year he's had, he's been unbelievable. And then when you hear guys speak after games, not necessarily about like their goals or what happened, but more about the buy-in throughout the team. Like those are the things you look for. When I prep for a team, the first thing I go to is the player interviews from the games before and see what they're saying and see how they change from pregame skate to postgame and the way that they talk about the team and the buy-in. And you can tell as a player if it's something that the coach said and they're just regurgitating it because that's the message, or if it's something they actually believe in. And I think Vegas believes that they have everyone bought into. So I'm not saying the Carolina-Montreal series is over, but if it is going to be Carolina and Vegas, now you have two teams that are convinced and bought in what they have to do, and they're going to clash with two different systems.
Yeah,
and it's going to be pretty fun to watch.
That's a great take, dude.
Dude, agree.
That's very, very
especially
true.
Because it's kind of fun that the two teams that have the belief, one of them is the Canes who were the 1 seed and came in and they're 12-1 and all this stuff. And then the other team is Vegas, who I know they were the 1 seed in the Pacific, but they felt like an underdog, like you were saying, Osh. That it's cool that you have one, juggernaut team and the other team feels like, oh man, we're about to shock the world. Those are two really conflicting ideologies, but so strong in playoffs.
Oh, for sure. Osh, who's your pick tonight so everyone knows who to fade?
I think Carolina's going to get it done.
Okay. All right. So we're smashing the
Hammer Montreal.
So whatever you guys want to do. I think Carolina's going to get it done. And only because of the momentum that's on their side, and Montreal hasn't found a way to limit that pressure.
Dude, I'm with you. We kept saying, listen, they've played almost twice the amount of games that Carolina has. It looks like they're just like kind of exhausted in a way, and that's not a knock on them. It's it's just been a lot of hockey, and I think with the fear of giving Montreal any life must be so strong for this Carolina team that I'm with you. Like I think at home they're kind of like, if we do not win this game, the Spookville situation that will exist is too much for us to handle. So we've got to take care of this. I think they close it out as well. Agree.
They don't let off the gas.
I think the thing about the games too, the games played, it's your bodies, right? Everyone's playing hurt.
Yeah.
But it's almost like more so like the emotional drainage that happens through the ups and downs, through game sevens. It's like you in playoffs, you have to be so on in every facet of what you do. You just have to be, because you don't know what play is going to change the series.
Yeah.
You don't know what turnover is going to lead to something. You don't know what time on like a back check, if you're like, 3-on-3, I think we're good. And then a guy falls down, and you're like, I could have caught that guy.
Yeah.
I could have saved the series. I could have saved the game, which could have saved the series. And so that being that locked in, is why playoffs is so unbelievable. You can talk about the speed, the physicality, all that stuff, the excitement, the suspense. It's really just getting your brain more locked in on what you're doing each shift at each moment for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And so like to get out of that mode of like being so locked in is why I always say like the Stanley Cup champions, usually, even though they have the short summer, usually like the first 10 games or first 5-6 games for sure, they almost go on like a little bit of a tear because like that's how they played their last game, like that locked in, and that kind of becomes ingrained in you. But I don't know where I was even going with that, but
no, it's a great point.
Just that it's taxing on Montreal to have been in that mode.
Yes.
Through these up and downs where you're like, Jesus Christ, again, like back into another 60 minutes of complete lock-in, where Carolina has been playing reasonably stress-free. I don't mean to say there was nothing. They had some OT games and they lost game 1, but for the most part, they're like, we're just playing our system and we've been winning. So no stress.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they came off a big break, and everyone kind of assumed, like I told, like before the series started, I was like, I don't care what happens. They might have rust, they might not, but by game 4, 5, 6, 7, like they're gonna have way more juice in the tank.
Yes, yeah. which we are starting to see for sure.
Absolutely, completely agree. Dude, what I know you got a million things going on right now. What can you tell the world about that you got cooking, and what's hot in your life right now?
Yeah, what's the schedule for the final too?
I think I'm doing almost all the finals games. I'm not sure exactly there's different schedules.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be with, do like some stuff with SVP, Scott Van Pelt.
Nice. Fucking rights. Let's go.
Finalized yet. Yeah. He's honestly the best.
He's the man.
He's in DC, right? So like I'll be in DC with like all my boys during the day. Show up.
God, that's
I don't really
sick.
know I don't know what the schedule is. I've never done this before, but I assume like you could just get some, if you get your prep done, get some golfing in during the
100%,
day.
100%, sure.
And then just go hang out, watch the game, and then talk about it after. So I think that's what's going on. Got some exciting stuff with World going on. Yeah, the kids just got out of school yesterday, so that mayhem is starting.
Yeah, summer is
actually
here.
This is huge. So this is huge. My little man, he's 6.
Yeah.
I asked him to go on to play golf this summer. He said, yeah. I was like, all right, how many days? He said, every day. And I was like,
God, dude. We did it.
Okay. So I was like, let's tone it down. He's in 4 days a week.
Okay.
We're starting at 4. But I'm super excited about that because I'm a golfer. That's kind of like your dream, like you and your little man.
You Earl Woodsed him. That's huge.
Yes,
this is unbelievable.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I saw this thing that was like, all you have to do, everybody goes, oh, if you have kids, you never get to play golf anymore. All you have to do is get your kid to like golf.
Yeah.
And then now you're being a good dad. Playing golf is now being a good dad. So you've cracked the code here.
Well, actually, I got this advice from our team Cairo in St. Louis. And he was like, yeah, I take my daughters. I take them out like in the afternoon and we go to like the pond on the course. And I just take all the old balls I find, put them in my bag, and they just hit balls into the pond and they love it. They love making a splash, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I kind of started doing that with him. It started out going to like the short game area. I bring his trucks and I just let him play in the sand trap with his trucks.
Dude.
There you go.
And then eventually he was like, then I bring up a wedge with him. And eventually he'd hit like 4 or 5, they wouldn't go anywhere. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go play trucks.
Yeah.
So it's been like a 2-year thing where I've been like, all right, let's go hit balls in the pond. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And so he's in 4 days a week right now. And I think he loves it. At the end of last fall, we were on the range for like 2 hours, and I think my back was hurting, so I wasn't really hitting. I was just chipping around, hitting some punch shots, whatever. And Campbell's, I'm like, all right, bud, we gotta go. Like, I think we already missed dinner.
Yeah.
So we're driving out of Interlaken, and he's like, Papa, wait. And I stopped, and I was like, oh my God, like what? He's like, we didn't putt. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, all right, let's call Mom. I was like, you're talking to her. So we called, Mom, can we go putt? And she was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So we pulled a little U-turn and went back in and worked on the short game.
This is unbelievable.
This is
dude.
perfect.
Campbell's coming in clutch
This
right
is
now.
so huge.
Lauren's eventually going to be like, are you fucking kidding? You're like, listen, I'm just being a good dad. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm letting this kid follow his dreams here.
And this is about to be the best summer ever, dude. I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, this is huge. Are you gonna be in DC for the entirety, or are you gonna be on site at any of the games?
I think I'll be in DC.
Okay.
And so nothing's confirmed yet. This is just rumblings. Nothing's solid. So once I get the call of where I'm going, what I'm doing, obviously it'd be great to be on site, right? To be in the arena and feel the buzz. But I know PKMS will do it and Leafs will do a phenomenal job there.
Yep.
But even just like that's the hard thing with TV is like I'm by myself a lot, right? I'm traveling by myself. I'm going out to dinner by myself because guys are going all over the place.
Yeah.
PK's in New York. Steve Levy did a game the night before, whatever it is. And so the one cool thing about the finals is that the guys travel to the rinks together. So they're able to go out to dinner.
Oh yeah.
Whatever, grab a beer, talk about the game. There's probably so many good things that come from them being together for the full finals, where you're probably going to get a lot better coverage than you would if guys are coming from all over the place and not able to kind of talk off air too much.
Yeah, no, it's true. I was going to say, fuck, like we got to.
I know. I want to pop into DC, dude.
Maybe we do.
We're in Raleigh. Let's pop over.
I mean, I'm bringing the clubs with me for sure. Yeah. So
bring the clubs, boys.
Maybe we'll just pop down.
Let's get her going.
Let's get down to DC. There we go. All right, dude, before we cut you loose, you mentioned like a bunch of great things going on with the Royal Road. Is there anything that the people need to know?
I don't even know if I'm allowed to show this or not. I actually have an approved prototype of our new sock.
Oh, nice. I actually have my War Road socks on right now.
Yeah.
Bang.
Hey, let's go.
They are, I don't know if you can see like the little.
Oh, I sure can.
Oh, dude.
That's all cut resistant right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so you guys know Jason. He's been working extremely hard on this fabric right here for a long time. And so to finally bring it to the sock, we got some other ideas of where it could go. It's super, super exciting. We got the kids, all our kids, youth Tylos are 50% off right now. So I think that's the lowest they've ever been.
Incredible.
50% off until I believe the 4th of July. So people can gear up for next year, get them early, stash them away, for the fall.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got some, I posted that thing about like doing a podcast thing. That's, not totally off the table. My head's always spinning. I'm always trying to find ways to like be home and be around my kids.
Yeah. Because
I love like all of like the development that goes into like everything, right? Even like doing math and stuff.
Yeah.
I love trying to like help their brain like figure out things. Same with on the ice or a skating stride or a golf swing or whatever it is. I'm super interested in the mental side and also like the positivity and the positive reinforcement, all that stuff. And so this year has just been crazy with the Olympics, Caps, ESPN. It was so much travel that I missed a lot of this year. And so just trying to find ways to be home a little bit more.
Hell yeah, man.
That's
I
awesome.
love it. It's good stuff.
And dude, when those socks drop officially, let us know because we will pump that up. Those are incredible.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude.
I appreciate. Yeah. Honestly, I might get in trouble for showing those on, but they're the real deal. And people have been NHL players have been asking for them for a long time now because we had our sock. I actually love the other sock, but it's not cut resistant.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if we'll see when these drop. I actually don't even know. That's like how new this is. This is like an approved prototype.
Yeah.
So
like people want it right now, and we're like, you can't have it. Yeah.
The only two people that I know that actually have them is John Carlson was leaving Anaheim. They had a tournament in Minnesota on his way to DC. And so I got one for Luca Carlson. I gave him a pair.
Nice.
And then my daughter Lenny got a pair this morning.
Those are the only two.
4 pairs.
Yeah.
So those are the two that actually have them.
That is awesome.
I don't know who else.
That is epic.
I love it. All right, well, dude, we'll let you go, but go enjoy the first day of summer here. But we'll hit you up soon because we might have to make that
we'll
DC
get dialed during the
connection
finals.
happen for sure.
Boys, come out. Let's bring the sticks. We'll get fired up.
We got to do it.
Depending on if it's an off day or not. If it's in between games,
Yeah.
we can have a little bit more fun out there.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys having me on. You guys are one of the best. I always appreciate it.
Always, dude. It's a blast.
Thanks for coming, Osh. You're the best, man.
Later, buddy.
See you, boys.
Yeah.
What a set. This has been the best Free For All Friday of all time.
Incredible.
Just a bunch of the friends joining in. We're going long here, which I love. We're giving people a nice Friday sesh.
That's okay because we have the room for a while.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Let's
we don't have to overkill it.
Let's wrap this ep up with God knows how long it'll take. I mean, we might be on for another 3 hours, but
I have a special guest coming.
do you?
Yeah, I do. In person.
In person?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Right. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to get into Free For All Friday talk?
They're on their way. I mean, they're Free For All Friday friendly.
Okay,
Is
this
Ladies and gentlemen,
oh
Sean Buffini.
my
yes,
God,
dude.
Go in there
Wow.
and sit.
This is very special.
Sean,
I know people
Hello.
love to see Sean.
This is
sit
very
down,
special.
sir.
How is everyone?
Wow. I was we were at dinner last night. I don't need this. We were at dinner last night and we were talking just some like old funny Netters clips and like funny moments. And I brought up the sneezing clip.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
Dude.
that makes me laugh every time I watch it still to this
Do you remember
day.
what you said?
No. Oh, it was like
How many
70,
se-
78.
Yeah,
yeah,
78 sneezes.
Yeah. In a year.
Yeah. I might have been off with that a little bit.
Yeah.
I stand by that.
No,
I only sneeze.
There are
every
people
time.
who are on your side still.
Oh, I hope so.
I was going to say, man, the chat is buzzing for you right now.
Yeah,
that's
chat's
cool.
fired up for Sean. This is
Hello,
great.
chat. I was talking about you guys last night. I went to my friend's volleyball game, and one of his teammates. I was wearing a Netters hoodie. It was cold, and I had a t-shirt, and I grabbed a Netters hoodie, which Jack just told us not to do in the 10 a.m. meeting. But
Wait,
one of his
he
teammates
told you
was a
not to
Netters
do what?
fan. No, Jack Barrett was like, "Don't take the too many
the merch.
off the rack here.
yeah.
Our free merch stuff isn't
Well,
isn't
yeah,
for
I
us."
need it. Yeah.
So I show up and he's like, "Wait, have we met?" And he sees he's like, "Oh, you're from Netters," and he says, "I was like, are you guys like around here? Because I think I like ran over Chris or Dan while they were like rollerblading in Santa Monica."
Oh,
That
dude.
sounds right.
I have been rollerblading recently. That would be very
Yeah.
interesting.
Wait, ran over? Like squished?
Almost squished in
Oh,
a car.
You didn't know how close to dying you were.
That's incredible.
There's someone out there that thought that they almost took your life.
Dude,
That's
is
crazy.
he? So hold on, you were at your friend's volleyball game.
Yeah.
This person was on the team.
Yeah, was
so
on
you
the
could
team.
see them. We could get this
Was this
information
like
to
an
this-
This is-
organized indoor volleyball game?
This gentleman's name was Chase, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like an organized. It was the final
name.
of their league.
Indoor?
They
Beach
they came
or what?
second.
beach
Beach
or-
volleyball. Yeah.
Nice.
So this dude is nasty at volleyball, and he almost killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't.
That is awesome.
Should we get into some Free For All Friday topics with Sean?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you go around. I've got a bunch of stuff we can go. I mean, we could be here for another hour with all the shit I have. So you guys start, and then we'll see if we get them on.
I mean, I kind of want to do all of Evan's.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, this is a quick one. I know Sean would have an opinion on this. I was at the movies the other day seeing Obsession.
Oh, sick. I want to see that.
Two guys next to me came in, sitting right next to me, youngish guys. I would say like 23 to 27. And the trailers are on, and they've got on their phone playing a boxing match while they're there.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to say something, but the trailers are on. So like, let's see if they turn it off when the movie starts. The movie starts, and instead of turning their phone off, they just kind of like put it like closer. And I'm like, we're in a movie theater. This is not second screen. Like,
Yeah.
we need some kind of like button you can call like at an airline for like an attendant to come, and then you just fucking point. Because I don't want to get into a fight, because then it ruins the movie for me. I miss stuff.
Yep.
I just want a little button. And it's like, ding, and they come in and they look around and we can all kind of go, these assholes. And they fucking eject them. Because removing phones isn't going to work. People can hide phones.
Correct.
Yeah.
Instead of
think?
having like the minimum wage teenager have to come and handle this, I think that the button should just activate like an ejector seat.
What if you? So we're saying, do we need a snitch button in the movie theater?
We need a snitch.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Do you feel like
I actually hear, Sean, that like you don't want to have this like 16-year-old have to come and reprimand someone.
Yeah, and then have to get into an argument because Evan didn't want to.
But Ev, I feel you.
When that button lit
No,
up every time.
I'm
like,
the kind of guy that will. I usually do tell people to. Like,
Yeah.
get off your phone.
I've done it a few times where I've had to get up and say, and I don't make a scene out of it, but I'm just like, hey, you mind? Because like to you, it's like not a big deal, but to everyone in the 200 seats behind you, it's like a flashlight.
Yeah,
right into their face.
it is. When you got stadium seating. And you pull out your phone. If there are people behind you, you're ruining their whole day.
Because what bothers me about it is the only reason you should be doing that is if you have an obscene amount of money on the result of this boxing match. That's why you're like, I feel the need to watch this in the movie.
Yeah.
Theater. But if you have bet that much, I'm like, why did you go to a movie?
Why are you at the movie? Like, what are you doing?
Like, oh my God.
I like the idea of maybe we put like have you ever been on a plane?
No.
Yeah, I didn't
Took
think
a boat here from Ireland.
So it's crazy, dude. They fly like anywhere. Have you ever been on a plane that has you can like message different seats?
Yeah.
Would it be cool if you could like pull up a little panel and
like an Xbox Live
Yeah.
party chat? Fuck you, pal.
just sick everyone in the theater on this guy. Dude, the guy in C-17 is a piece of shit. Let him know.
Comment section on the movie.
I would be
It's like on
fucking
another
rattled.
screen
It's
beside.
It's on the-
You have the rolling comments coming in.
Like all of a sudden everyone's roasting C-17 and he's like, what the fuck did I do?
Dude, I would be rattled though if I was like, "Hey, C-17, sorry, everyone can kind of see your phone.
Yeah.
Like, could you, once the trailers are over, could you just stop?" If he responded like, "No, fuck you," I would be terrified.
Yeah,
I'd be
that'd
like,
be
"Oh my
scary.
god, dude!"
But
never
what's
mind.
funny is I'm being like, let's get people off their screens. All this is everyone having a screen. But I was actually thinking, like, what if you could like send a little shock, like a buzz shock to the seat?
Little vibration.
Yeah.
Things like, don't people pay extra for that?
40,
kind of?
that's 40x.
All of a sudden he's texting way more. He's like, this is great. Dude, I went to a movie once. This was like back when I was an exec, and I was like, I had to go see a movie for like research. I went in the middle of the day. I go into this movie theater. Again, it's like a Wednesday at 2. So I'm like working. No one is in the theater. It's amazing. I have the theater to myself. Yeah. And one woman walks in and she sits 2 seats away from me. There's 2 of us in the entire theater. And granted, listen, you go on and you buy your seat.
Yeah.
But she walked in and I was immediately like, Jesus Christ. So I'm answering emails because it's a work day. And I'm like, there's 2 of us in here. And she looks over at me and she's like, excuse me, could you put your phone away? And I was like, are you kidding? My initial thought was like, just go sit away from me.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? She's right. We're in a movie theater. And I was like, yes, absolutely. So I got up and I left and I went to the row behind her because I was like, I'm going to keep sending emails because I'm working.
Yeah.
The whole movie, she's going like this. I'm like checking to see if I'm still on my phone, and I'm like, "What's happening here, dude? Like, I'm not bothering you at all."
That's insane. She
it was
just
crazy.
Goes screen to screen just to find
it was
that.
crazy.
That
like,
is insane.
She was like actively being like, "I'm gonna try to reprimand you." It was driving me nuts.
I don't like that.
You know what's funny? When I was living in Ireland, I had it's kind of like AMC Stubs, but it was for this like chain called Cineworld.
It's called AMC Spuds.
AMC Spuds. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes, that's what it should have been called.
That's what we gotta change it.
So I'd go like very regularly. I'd just like walk into the city and like go see a movie, and I'd see all sorts of random hours, random movies that nobody cares about. And there'd be a lot of like screens. I'd be like one of like 3 people, like no one else. There was this one other guy that did the same thing, and I used to just freak out every time I'd see him because he would always come up and sit right next to me. And this happened like 3 times. And one time he sat, like when I say next to me, it was usually like 2 or 3 like seats away. But one time he sat literally right next to me in the exact same situation where it was an empty theater. And I had like, armrests going and everything. I'm like, no, I'm going to assert my dominance.
Yes.
I'm going to I'm going to leave the arm up. I'm going to assert my dominance here and make sure that I'm comfortable for this entire screening.
He puts his hand over your head.
He touched my hand with his hand.
Come on.
And I was like, shit, you win.
Did he really? Did he really?
He
touch
really.
you?
So I was literally, it was like
you're
like that. And he came and it was like that, and I was like, "This is your move. I know,
Yes,
I know
correct.
this.
Yeah.
I know this."
I
but
think
yeah,
this guy loves you, maybe.
This was the start of the rom-com in his mind. Like he was like, finally, I will
You've
raise
inched
my hand,
closer.
his hand.
It's
Yeah.
a lot creepier when you're in the rom-com
Yeah.
than when
Yeah.
you're watching the rom-com.
It's not.
is what
It's
I've
not quite
learned.
as fun.
It's not cute.
It's not quite as
It's not
fun.
quite as calm.
Yeah.
It's very intense. Dude, I actually got mogged on a plane. Is that I'm using that right? I got airplane seat mogged.
That's correct.
This fucking.
Thank you, Zach.
This guy on a plane recently, he absolutely dominated me. It was like he was man spreading. He was taking the armrest, and I was like, I'm gonna battle for a little bit, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
I was smoked. It was awful.
I really don't appreciate. I mean, the airplane is a tough situation because there's just no room for everybody.
No, it's brutal.
But I feel like I'm always I'm like, I'll get in and I go like this because I'm like, okay, I'll just. I'll be
Which
nice
is weird.
about it.
You're a
like
big
normal
guy.
human.
Yeah, and then the second I do this, everyone's like, "Oh, great, thanks." And I'm like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna both maybe do this."
I want
I had a
to.
guy. Can I tell you this? I had a guy who I was in the window seat. He was in the middle seat, and I think he had never been on a plane before. But he was also maybe just an incredibly rude human because he literally reached across my face to take a photo out the window of the sky.
Wild
That's
work.
wild.
I'm
Wild
like sitting
work.
here and his hand comes in and I'm like, dude, what are you going to look
I've
at?
noticed recently, that's awful. I've noticed recently sometimes the air vents they're way higher.
Yeah. Yep.
And
this
like
is real.
you really got to get in people's personal space to like get your
Yeah, but you gotta do like what the waiters say. Where they're like, "Oh, sorry, pardon my reach."
Yes,
Pardon my
dude.
reach. That's what you gotta do.
You're
I
absolutely
have
right.
a certain etiquette with planes where I think that the aisle seat gets the extra leg room, the middle seat gets both armrests.
Okay.
And then the window seat gets the view.
That is a very democratic
that
way
He
of
gets
doing
to
it.
sleep against the wall.
should be the rules.
He's Irish. Because
They should
he
say
very-
that. They should say that out loud.
Yeah.
Like, this is the way this works, dude. You get
Absolutely.
the armrest. I had a guy, you know how there's like an under seat area in front of each of your seats? I was in the middle, but I had a guy in the aisle put his right foot in my under seat area. Well,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah, that
I
is
was like,
that is where I would hit the Evan. I would
ejector seat button?
I would hit the ejector seat button on that. I'd be like, "Are you out of your mind?"
literally, this is my
You know what?
property.
That's
crazy.
That is crazy.
who would do that?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That is wild work, folks.
It's wild.
We can move. I want your next topic in a second, Ev. But I was recently like I would stuck my feet under there, and there's like a bar that like your bag that's up against. This woman in front of me was like hooking her feet under her seat. I was like, "What are you doing?" And like our feet were touching.
She was back down?
She was like, it was very
Not
strange.
cramped enough for her.
Oh,
I was like, "What are you doing?" I felt bad. I was like, "Sorry," but then I was like, "I think that's my space." But
I don't really. Here's the thing. I don't know if we can talk about this because if we play video, they can't hear it, right?
Oh,
ooh, maybe.
I mean, yes.
We'll narrate what the sound of the video is. We'll do
That
the sound
is,
effects.
look at the Sean stats graphic up right now.
that's incredible.
Fucking absolutely hilarious.
career stuff.
That is so good.
Wow.
So we also been flashing this one up too. I want the chat to know. Also,
The chat is going
the
nuts.
chat is going nuts. There's way more people in here, by the way.
correct.
Like, everybody was like, "Sean's here. Let's go."
Oh, it's fucking
cute.
special.
Literally 2 back-to-back Olympians come on, and then Sean comes in.
Yeah.
What do Olympians do?
Who
Just be the
matters
best in the world at what they do?
Yeah.
Do they have hot takes on the currency in Harry Potter?
Yeah. Sure don't. Sure don't. What's the next topic, Ev?
Well, I wanted to show a video, but it really requires you have to hear it.
We got to hear it. Okay.
And I think it'd be funny for Sean to watch this too.
Okay.
Do you have this video? It's
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
it's the Leafs are the best.
And
Have you seen this?
Is it a YouTube video?
Yeah.
You can put it in the chat, Zach, too, so then people can watch it on their own.
that's a good call.
No, but I mean, I think what I'm saying is, I'm sure the chat's gonna hear it. It's mostly can we hear it in the room?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But maybe they have to put their headphones on.
Yeah, they will hear it if the headphones are on. But we can do it this way too.
All right. Yeah. Let's give it a
there's
shot.
there's 2 headphones up here. I can just guess.
That's true.
You could if you play it loud enough, headphones can.
Is this a hockey-
Have you guys ever seen the Leafs are the best music video from
I
1990?
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Okay. This came up on my feed and I was like, wow, this is just a fucking time capsule of like the cringiest 90s shit in the world. And hopefully they don't take us down for it. I don't think they will.
Just give me some time.
He's waiting. Let's vamp a little bit, but
yeah, I feel like 90s music videos was kind of like a peak hallmark.
While we get this up, what was your topic?
My topic was going to be I think that we go away from playgrounds too early in life. Like I was on a playground as a little kid, and then we're done. My playground era is over, and I was like, that's ass, because playgrounds are sick. And I definitely think they need to evolve towards me. But what was that place in Newington? Like Jokers, maybe, or something?
Jokers.
There was this place near where we grew up that was kind of like, and we were still pretty young then, but it wasn't like a little kid's playground. It was like a teenager playground where there was just like a ton of young teens.
Yeah,
like
I think like 13, 14, you're starting to be like, you're aging out of Jokers.
Yeah, for sure, because high school you're
But
out
it
of
was like a big kid play place.
That sounds awesome.
And
dude, it was pretty sweet, dude.
I was legitimately thinking to myself that I would have fun because it's a workout kind of, you're just like running around. I was like, dude, if there was like a literal adult playground where you could just go and like bop around, there's trampolines and whatever.
That's what gyms are missing. Gyms are miserable and they need to be fun.
Literally, this is why I had this thought. I was like, going to the gym sucks. But I was like, dude, if it was literally like a playpen of stuff I liked, and I'd be like, oh, I'll pay you a membership fee and I will go here for an hour and run around.
Dude, I was just in Joshua Tree. That is kind of an adult playground if you go like bouldering.
Yes, dude.
It's not really like rock climbing. Like it's not terribly dangerous, but it is like a giant fucking playground.
Dude, and I would have that in there. And
I sometimes think, friends there. Like if I think about a playground at our age, I'm like, that's just a bunch of things that could hurt me, is what I think.
Yeah.
And but what you're saying is like a playground is just, when we were kids going out to recess, we were just going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like you're like running around, like climbing
the
up
heart rate
stuff.
up,
like
dude.
the monkey bars are just like, that's just a
you had
workout.
like monkey bars on your like in school when you go.
Oh yeah.
We had like a car park. That was it. We didn't have anything.
Oh, dude.
But did you have like Foursquare painted on the ground at least, or nothing?
No. We had
They
numbers
put you
where we
in
had to like line up before we went back to class, and it was just a big open tarmac square area.
What did you do out there?
What did you do?
Shoot dice?
We had a couple of games. We had a game called IRA where everyone had to have a letter to make a word, and then the other team they had to chase and catch you and then basically torture you. One kid spit on my face once.
Yeah,
bro.
Try and get my letter. I never gave up, and everyone else on my team gave up their letter, and I didn't, and I felt so betrayed because I definitely went through the work.
Hold on, dude. So you had a secret letter.
Everyone has a secret letter, and then people have to catch you. The other team has to catch you
and literally torture the letter out of you.
Torture the letter out of you.
And then
the fact that you called this IRA is fucking.
I don't think we really had a good understanding at the time of
and then if
that.
the other team gets enough letters, they can make a word.
They have to make the secret word and get the secret word right. And then we had a game called
all your letters.
Bulldog's Charge, where it was basically just like running mosh pit from one side of the yard to the other, where people have to try and grab you and catch you.
That was kind of Red Rover for us.
Yeah, Red Rover.
Do you know that game?
I know.
It's
the same as
Bulldog's
I
think it might be the same. Red Rover was, you would go, you'd have let's say it was us five. We'd all lock arms and we'd go, Red Rover, send Nelson on over. And he would have to sprint at us and try to break through one of the arms.
Yeah, same kind of
Dude,
game.
that game was such a big thing. And then you eventually got to an age where the first person dislocates their shoulder because we're getting too big for the game. And I feel like we all have that moment where the first Red Rover injury happens and you're like, okay, we can't play this anymore. It got banned at our school because someone got fucked up.
Yeah, it was banned in our school too. We still could sneak it in every once in a while until we were caught. Isn't it weird how durable children are?
Oh yeah, rubber. They're made of rubber.
Can you imagine if you had an 8-year-old that was 6 feet tall? They'd be unstoppable. An army of those things.
It's actually funny. Some guy, I think it was in Jersey. No, it was overseas, which makes sense. Might have been Finland. This dude just got arrested for, he was 37 years old posing as a high schooler playing hockey. What? And he was murdering kids, fucking just destroying. I'm not talking putting up points. He was hitting them and injuring people. Crazy. And then someone was like, "Is this a 37-year-old man?" And it
sure was.
Yeah. And he got arrested.
One of my favorite jokes in cinema history was, I think the movie's called Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers,
and
yeah.
There's they have the baseball league, and there's one dude who's has his own child, but he's in a child's league, and his ID is written in crayon, I am 12. I think about that all the time.
It's incredible.
Yeah, that's you. This
That's
guy
what
was
happened.
doing.
That's
He
what
was
happened. In
literally
real life.
doing
That's
that.
actually what
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have the video?
I think we might be ready. But we'll see.
Oh, I'm just.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, whoa. We were talking about VHSs earlier. This is
Oh
making-
man, did you see that game last night?
Oh yeah.
The Leafs are awesome.
I wish I could play in the NHL and Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I'm Gilmore today.
Clark was better. He's the best. Okay, I guess I'll be Anderson or Andrechuk, one of those guys.
Oh, did you see Potvin playing? He was wicked.
Did they kill us or
They were
didn't
going
know?
to the
Was that just the
shop.
TV?
Yeah, the cat, they call him.
We're still getting.
Oh, cool. We're watching Nickelodeon.
There's some guys in the ice.
I was trying to turn the volume.
Probably some young guys trying to make it in the NHL.
He'll never make it.
I know.
We're making fun of their video.
There's so much going on the
So that-
TVs right now. I have no idea what's happening. This is so hilarious.
Pausing it. What the fuck?
Is this what the chat is seeing right now?
No, they're seeing this.
Oh, they're seeing us.
All right, pause. We got to get to input.
Oh, they're still seeing the video.
Oh, great.
They're still seeing it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, they're still seeing the video.
Evan, whatever you did couldn't have blown this up
I'm
more.
so sorry. I was trying to turn the volume up so you guys could hear it, but how do we get the TV back to normal?
Let me transition this and I'll fix it.
Do you think?
Here, hang on.
Oh yeah, actually we have a pro here.
Yeah, we do it, bro. I'm trying to get it back to the...
Holy shit, that was funny.
Well, so my point was, in the late '80s, early '90s, everybody was trying to. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Every guy
Good
to
God.
the shot. Yeah, the cat.
here, we're
they
back.
call him.
So this gets better. Trust me.
There's some guys in the ice. Probably some young guys trying to make it in the NHL.
He'll never make it.
I know.
When I grow up, I want to play in the NHL so bad, and to be with the Leafs and win the Stanley Cup.
That's
That would
my
be
Keep
great.
dreaming, kid.
That's the best dream to have.
That's Mitch Marner.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Look. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Get out here! Big guys in our team!
This is the most Canadian thing I've ever seen. Here we go. Then it becomes a music video. So, Dan, can you tell me, are these players
Yes.
singing the song?
Oh, well, I don't know what's...
Well, they're coming out here.
What on earth?
Can you imagine getting a team to do this now?
I mean, yes, I can. When I think about what media does for makes teams do,
Yeah, they got to do some like TikTok dances.
What team would you think would be most likely to take part in this?
the Sharks.
Huh?
The Sharks.
The
for
Sharks?
sure.
Dude, we should get the Sharks of the best going.
I mean, they would do it too. That's what's funny. Like, the boys did such funny things over the holidays. All right, turn this off. This is crazy.
You know what? You can't take it anymore?
No, this is amazing. I'm sure the chat is like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Actually, they love it. The Canes did the Storm Surge shit for a lot. They were
Yeah,
doing
they did.
sketches
I mean,
for a
like,
while.
think about all the schedule release videos that we've all
mind-blowing lyrics.
I think we should do
From the
Netters
chat.
are the best.
Here's the great thing about this is
Oh,
like,
dude,
that
that's
90s video.
That would be
the
special.
the irony in the lyrics, the Leafs are the best.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just crazy.
I mean,
like, I don't know what that was, but it was amazing. And you know what it did remind me of? When you used to go out and play and go, I'm this player today. I forgot we used to do that. That was special.
and it was competitive because you'd be like, I want it to be that guy.
Yeah.
But they're like, sorry, dude, I'm that guy today.
God. All right, let's Sean get back to his life, and we'll wrap this up with one more.
Do we want him to get back to his life?
No, I mean, no. I want us to do this forever.
Well, yeah. How many more topics do we have?
I want to do Dan's. I want to do yours with Sean.
Do you have a topic?
Oh, yeah.
Do I have a topic?
Do you want
do you want me to have a topic?
Oh shit. Yeah.
We can do mine's not that crazy. It's kind of a hot take. My free for all Friday take is, I think American Italian food is better than Italian food.
Dude, my wife killed me for saying that.
What's American like?
And then we went to
Olive Garden.
I'm glad you asked. No, but we do
kind
not
of.
Olive Garden shame here. I love the Olive Garden. American Italian food is just like chicken parm, for example, doesn't exist in Italy. If you go to Italy and you try to order chicken parm, they're like, we don't do that.
They're like, what?
Don't you do something funny with your chicken parm where you like order it without noodles?
Yes, he gets broccoli.
It's just that you don't like Italian food.
Yeah.
No. I think,
dude, that might be right.
I think American.
Wait, dude. The
Stop.
only part of Italian food you like is the American part, and then the Italian part you replace with broccoli.
That I only do that for health reasons. But if I'm in Italy, I eat the pasta because it's good pasta over there.
But but hang on a second. I
Hold
thought it was
on.
better over here.
Yeah.
We're getting off topic.
This argument's falling apart.
American Italian food just adds great stuff. Like it's all
American
it's
stuff.
like here you go. Here's Italian food, and we went, okay, what if we also Parmesan to that chicken?
Yeah,
we just like add cheese to shit.
I gotta tell you, so when I came to LA, the only Italian food I was used to was American Italian food, and the reason is in Steubenville, Ohio, where I grew up, a lot of Italian immigrants moved there in the early 1900s. And they started making all these restaurants. There was one called Naples, and it's like, the red checker fucking thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The chicken parm is great, spaghetti with meat sauce, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I like loved it. And my wife's like, we got to go to Italy, and you need to have the actual Italian food. And there's a lot more fish in Italy.
A lot more
There's
fish.
a lot more.
True. Especially depending where you go.
Yeah, not as much red sauce unless you get to the southern end. But like, I agree with you that my heart wants that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think an Italian person would smack me in the face.
Correct. And I would get smacked in the face for this take. But like, what I'm saying is American Italian food is all the Italian food.
It's fucking great.
But we just add some other stuff. And I'm like, that's great.
Is that just chicken parm though? Is that the only thing?
No, like there's a lot of stuff that we put more cheese on, and like I saw the like fettuccine Alfredo, like Alfredo sauce is not Italian.
Oh, really?
They're like, what the fuck is that?
Interesting. That is okay.
When people say
might have swung me
Americans
with
have
that.
no culture, we have the culture.
It's
We
called
are putting cheese.
it's called theft.
Yeah, it's theft. We'll take it. We'll make it a
cholesterol.
little bit more
Yeah,
fun.
it's called Alfredo, dude. If
cholesterol.
we invented Alfredo, then we're the goat. I didn't realize we invented that.
Yeah.
I think that the American philosophy with food is that more is more, and there's oftentimes just like more stuff added.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the European philosophy is about the quality of the produce.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the ingredients.
Which is decidedly better. But
Well, it's
For
like
me, not tasting.
But I think that it's
You
like
ever-
when you've spent your whole life at like volume 11
Yeah.
and now you have to tone it down to volume 5 to get the subtleties of it.
I'm like this. I can't hear you.
You can't hear it.
Yeah.
You can't hear it.
I got one for you. Like, you know how I keep reading news articles that are like, the Mediterranean diet is the diet that will make you live longer.
Yeah.
So I extrapolated to like Mediterranean, Italian, pizza, spaghetti, and I'm like, I'm eating Mediterranean. I'm like,
I've been doing this forever. Dude.
why aren't I living longer?
Have you ever been to Fat Sal's?
I don't think why would I go to a place that's named after the worst thing that can happen to me after eating their stuff?
Yeah.
That's like McDonald's calling themselves type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, it's honest marketing.
Dude, it's each arch
We
is a-
are
is a
gonna.
type, dude.
I'm gonna
Like,
show you the menu of Fat Sal's after we wrap up here, and you are going to be appalled what this place is.
It's
It is
incredible.
It is a sub shop.
Yeah.
Everything on the menu is, what if we made a sub that you've heard of, like an Italian sub, and then what if we put in chicken fingers, fries, and mozzarella sticks into it?
Actually sounds really good.
It's incredible.
Chris loves it.
Yeah,
That sounds awesome.
I mean,
that sounds like one of those like heart attack grill places.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Have
exactly what it
You've
is.
never been to Pittsburgh, Sean. They've got a thing called the Primanti sandwich, which is like any kind of deli meat you want, coleslaw, French fries on a sandwich that's basically 2 thick pieces of bread. And the sandwiches are like that big. And they're fucking great.
Yeah, and they're perfect.
That's a special.
What do they call this?
The Primanti sandwich.
I love the way that some food items in the States have such like like they're like cryptoids.
Yeah.
They're like kind of a thing where it's like they have such a mystique behind them,
Yeah.
being like, it's not allowed in 49 states,
Yeah.
but in this one, you go to Nebraska, they will serve it to
It's
you.
like Louisiana. Everything there is like
Exactly.
horrible for you.
So true. All right. Does anyone have one more
Yeah,
topic?
Zach.
I got one.
All right, Zach.
I got one. So, I think it's a big deal, but I think watching rom-coms with your significant other has a lot of benefits to it. We talked about this yesterday.
Yep.
Nano and I discussed this. I think, so I was watching 10 Things I Hate About You.
Great movie.
With the lady.
Great movie.
Great movie. So much fun. And you know, I think it gets the juices flowing. I think it was Evan's anniversary recently. I was like, I think throwing on a little rom-com makes it a little bit better. I think it gets the juices flowing with your lady, and I think it always leads to a good night.
Did you watch a rom-com on your anniversary, Evan?
No, they watched Obsession.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
No, we did. You're right. We did. We watched Obsession.
Actually?
We did. And I was a little freaked out because we had plans to, you know.
That is fucking insane work.
But my wife is a horror movie writer and like loves that shit. So she didn't bother her at all. But I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so did I mishear this, or Zach, did you see a rom-com with a lady to celebrate Evan's anniversary?
Yeah,
is that what I'm understanding?
Exactly what I did.
Who was the lady Evan's wife?
That is one of the best friend moves I've ever heard in my life.
This could be the move. Somebody get Dolan. Celebrating your friends' anniversaries is fucking all time, dude.
Not with them.
Yeah.
No, you celebrate it like Christmas.
We were about to have sex and I hear a knock on the door and he's like, I brought wine.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not with you. Like, I'm gonna go out to dinner with the fellas and be like this. It's Evan's anniversary.
Yeah.
So we're gonna celebrate.
Could be the fucking move, dude. That is unbelievable.
Zach, you're first of all, I love this take by you because like it's makes it seem like you're saying you're reinventing the wheel. This is like the most everyone through the annals of history have done this.
If you watch romantic movies, things get romantic.
Yeah,
I know, but this is I'm telling you, I have not thought about this before. Been a lot of movie dates, been out all around. I usually was going to horror movies
because you're taking advice from Evan and taking them to Obsession. You can be like, Saw 4's out right now. You want to go?
This is what happens when a generation grows up without comedies.
Dude, this is what I was about to say.
Yeah,
it's not
true.
his fault. It's his generation. The rom-coms disappeared. The quality rom-com disappeared because, and I'm not even faulting them, but streamers found out you could just make super cheap, horrible rom-coms, and everyone's like, whatever, I don't care, and just watch it. So they're winning because they're like, yeah, the views, we get 1 trillion views on this, but we really lost the good
quality.
rom-com in his.
I mean, you see it in TV too.
Stuff, kids movies. Like I think Sheep Detective is out right now.
It's
I've heard
incredible.
really good things.
Dude,
I
have you
haven't
seen
it
it?
yet.
Incredible.
I need to see
Sean,
it.
you're going
It's
to
got
fuck.
an amazing review.
No, it's
Sean,
amazing.
you're going to fucking love it.
I saw the poster for it off of like the i5 or something.
Yeah.
And I freaked out. I was like, that's a movie for me. I love that.
It's unbelievable.
And then I
Dude, I actually want to see it with you.
I told my friends, and they were like, "What? That sounds like the lamest thing."
Oh, no, it's
and I was
amazing.
like, been trying to be like, no, but it's like, see the trailer. There's like Hugh Jackman's like a farmer, and there's like the guy's died, and then
like Sir Patrick Stewart voices one of the sheep.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
The lineup is incredible.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's I mean, dude, Craig Mason wrote it. It's fucking fantastic.
Go tonight. Like legitimately.
Actually, will I just got my AMC stubs back, so
Come
I'm gonna
on,
go tonight.
dude.
Yeah.
Did you get suspended for some reason?
Yeah, I can't get into it. No, I canceled it after I went almost a full year without seeing a film because I was busy working on Empty Netters.
Correct.
And then
30 million views.
30 million views, and how many episodes
You
was
think
it?
you get 30 million
45,
views?
45.
You think you get 30 million views by going to the movies, dude?
Yeah.
You
sure
not.
don't.
You know what I was
You
watching?
get that grind.
What I was watching for romantic incentive was Empty Netters episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
Correct.
Wait, by the way, these stats are completely made up.
No,
No,
I think
no.
they're
They're
accurate.
actually quite low. They're quite low.
It was conservative numbers.
Dude, so Zach, just do not go on a date night and watch Schindler's List. Yes, correct.
I'm aware of that, but saying like
I think what I need you to know is we got into this yesterday. Rom-coms are incredible, dude. Like we look at some of the TV that has just come out on some of these streamers and movies. Like sometimes they are shit and they're just like rinse and repeat, smut, go watch it, whatever. But like a good rom-com, they're some of the best movies that exist.
I got a big rec for you.
okay.
It's called They Came Together. Have you seen They Came Together?
Yeah.
Dude,
David Wayne, it completely makes fun of all the rom-coms.
Did you ever watch Stella?
Yeah.
Those guys are out of their
I
minds.
met David Wayne once. Super nice guy. Very fun. But like,
They're mental.
they're so fucking funny.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, go see They Came
Dude,
Together.
the chat is buzzing with amazing rom-com recommendations.
There you go.
There we go.
yeah.
Y'all are about to get me so late.
Because
a
Zach,
bunch.
I feel like you're
Love the Princess Bride.
you're learning this far earlier in life than I learned this. Whereas there's a whole genre of film that a lot of young guys skip out on because they think it's not worth their time.
Yep.
And there's some amazing flicks in there.
It's
for
true.
Sure.
Also, fun fact, Wedding Crashers is a rom-com.
Yeah, I have seen Wedding Crashers, but it's a comedy to me.
It's the funniest movie ever made.
that most people think it's
ever
comedy.
made, and it's a rom-com.
Wedding Crashers is a rom-com. Greatest rom-com of all time.
Just on the tip of my tongue, I think I'm gonna go with Love Actually.
Damn. Fuck, I don't
Heaven?
know my answer.
Jesus, come back to me. I got to think.
Chris? Zach's never seen any, so.
I know.
Oh, actually, I want to change mine.
Okay.
I really like When Harry Met Sally.
That's the answer.
That is probably the answer.
When Harry Met Sally is like a genuinely perfect movie. It's incredible.
Great.
About Time, though, is great.
I know, but I don't know.
About Time's a rom-com.
Yeah, it is, but it has
So
more
much.
overpowering
Yeah, it's
themes
very
than the
hard.
rom-com of
Yeah.
it. I like Notting Hill a lot.
Love Notting Hill.
That one's, I know it's a classic answer, but and it's the reason he wrote it. He even said, Richard Kurtz said this, but he was like, the wish fulfillment of like, what if a smoke movie star stumbled into me and was like, I love him. And then that's what happens. So you just watch it and you're like, yes.
The readers of Horse and Hound will be delighted.
I got one. This is a raunchy one, but there's something about Mary.
Oh,
I think is a
fantastic.
rom-com, even though it's very raunchy.
That's a rom-com.
Absolutely.
It's a fucking great movie.
Brett Favre shows up in that movie. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Zach,
Great
you'd love
film.
him.
Brett Favre.
But what about Brett Favre?
Like, guys, there's a spider literally just coming.
Oh, he's
down.
dropping down.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's trying to say his favorite rom-com is
I
Spider-Man.
don't see this spider. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
You can't
Oh
see
my
it on
God.
camera. It's-
All right, we got to wrap this up and
spider
get into
wants
our
the
day. We've got some guests coming through that we're going to hang out with. If you don't know of the Breadbasket Boys, they're coming to the office. We're going to do some fun stuff. Does anyone have any closing thoughts as we wrap up? Sean, this was delightful.
This is great.
Thanks for popping on.
No problem. Do you want me to step away? Oh, that spider's coming down real close to your foot. That's
yeah,
funny.
it is.
Holy
Dude, this is
shit.
how you get your superpowers.
Dude,
This is very much a Peter Parker moment for me.
that was awesome.
he dead?
Did he come from the fucking
Did
ceiling?
Spider just die?
I think that spider's died.
Oh,
Oh,
he hit
no,
too
he's
hard.
still alive.
He's alive. Okay, we're good.
We're going to be back at it again soon.
Yeah, Sean.
Are you going to kill the spider? No, oh, dude, I was like, oh,
Oh.
nice.
Zoom in.
Whoa, we're going to zoom in on the spider?
Get the focus.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Oh, he's moving. Right there.
There it is.
there you go.
There you go.
There's the spider, folks. You can see him moving. Come here, buddy.
Don't scare him, Dan.
He's going to find Zendaya.
Wow.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, fun news for the fans. Sean's back soon.
Yeah, we are going to be back at it soon. You're going to be getting some Sean content.
This I was like, we got a nice crotch shot of me right now. This is great. But yeah, we're gonna be jumping into Love Island with Sean very soon.
Holy shit.
That doesn't mean we're going on Love Island, but who knows?
That would be
Oh, that would be. We should do our own.
Oh, could you imagine?
Dude, we should
And
do
it's,
that.
just
us.
it's just us.
We just hang out
Doing it
We film
shirtless.
it every night. We have 52 episodes, and we just hang out.
That's a great pitch for the bosses, guys. Send us to
Yeah.
Bora Bora.
To do every episode shirtless.
Yeah, it'll be fucking great. Oh, all right. Well, that's it, folks. Great Free for All Friday episode.
incredible.
We got to start talking about hockey way less.
Yeah.
Can we do a shout out to the chat? We are 2 hours and 21 minutes in,
Yeah.
and there's
And they're
been 200
cooking.
people.
The
There's-
chat's
Fucking with
buzzing.
Everybody's
gas.
been here the whole time. It's been amazing.
Thank
Hello.
you.
Love you, chat. We'll see you next time.